How's it going, Radical viewers? Grim Gaddy right back into it with more Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And for those who have no idea what that is, that's basically a bunch of nerds playing adult make-believe. I'm not gonna lie, it's great fun. It's about as old school game playing as I can get, honestly. Virtual tabletops, virtual dice, yeah. It's all good fun, though. And I am appreciative for all the support, and I'm glad that every single one of you is enjoying the hell out of basically everything I do. Be it from weird stuff like this that not everyone's into, to the outfits from the Legends of the West stuff, all the Red Dead Redemption playthroughs, hell, all the Let's Plays I've been doing lately, and all the joy I've been having with my recent touch into the Division with Big J Gaming. Which, in all honesty, if you haven't checked out some of his content, I recommend it. I've known that guy for years now, and him starting up a channel and trying to do what I do and actually succeeding in it far faster than I was, dang. Like at this time frame he's at, I was at maybe 30 subs. This guy's already surged past almost 150 now. Man, I'm jealous. That said, today's a great day, because today is also the day we have broken 1,900 subscriptions. Ho! I really want to do something special when we hit another 87 on that, because that is my birth year, and that needs a celebration of its own. That all said, sadly, we're going to be waiting here for a bit, and basically just listen to me gab on about whatever comes to mind. Thank you, Lord, for YouTube, for teaching me how to just break dead air with random conversations with myself and my camera and my microphone and my cat. Oh, wait, no, my cat's not here. I guess I'm just talking to myself. So be it. I'll just come off as crazy then. So, random topics conversation. Here's one. The Division Open Beta. Today is the last day to jump on that. So if you haven't tried it and you're curious enough to try it, it is the last day for you to go and download that on Xbox, on PC, on PlayStation, and give it a rip. I honestly recommend it, because even despite the usual quote-unquote Ubisoft sponsored bugs of high hell, it is still a fun game, even when we're running around and there's literally no audio whatsoever. And I mean, no audio whatsoever. No, the entire game goes on mute after about 20 minutes. Even then, it's still fun, especially with friends. It's an adventure. And as I said in my Division video, my first Division video, calling myself out as a moron for bailing on them the first time, I am sticking through this. I am going to be in this, because even with all the bugs of this beta, I loved it. I love playing with my friends on that. It was just a joyous time. Even as I'm being lit on fire. Which, by the end of the beta, was happening a lot. It's kind of become an inside joke between me, Jay, and his two buddies. The Flaming Gamer is the nickname the group has given me. Whew. Lord almighty. You know what, Daron? Yeah, he actually does, now that you point that out. I totally did not even think of that when I was actually making that sprite. Fun fact, all the sprites you see in that thumbnail and such, I actually made all those. It was a hobby left over from high school. I used to actually make a webcomic with those things. Mostly for fun. Let's see. We got one in the chat right now, but no one else. We don't even have the DM. Les Sad Pandas. Also, Daron, my apologies right now, dude, if you throw something at me and I completely miss it. This is a live stream currently, so there is a bit of a lag. So, my most deepest apologies if you ask me a question or something, I completely miss it. Because I'll probably only be able to jump and actually see the chat once in a while when we're like taking a quick break or something's going on that doesn't require my full attention. It's just how D&D works. It kind of requires my attention. It's one of the few games where I can say everyone... It is the most beautiful thing to put on a job application because it gives you the ability of quote-unquote aggressive note-taking. God, I can't wait for the Division 2 to come out. I think I'm gonna make that my weekend thing. Oh, we got people in the chat. Let's go say hi to them real quick.
No, we can't be high energy without you.
Depends. Do you want to buy Vault?
No, no Volt.
Negative. I do not wish to purchase a vault. I have no gold. Also, can someone get this goddamn mutant feline away from me? It's staring at me for the entire night.
It loves you.
I permanently have its image and visage burned into my fucking eyes. It disturbs me.
But it loves you. It wants you to pet it and hold it.
I don't give a shit what it wants.
But it owns you now. It's a cat. That's what cats do. They own people.
I don't want to say she's wrong, so.
I'm about to say you're that. Yeah, I'm a cat owner too. I get it. I get that. It's. Yeah.
You don't own the cat; they own you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah, they allow you to live there.
They allow you.
Yeah,
to.
exactly. It's their house. They let you live there.
Until they get tired of your crap, and then they just suffocate you in the night because you do not get its food bowl all the way to the top.
Yeah, they can still see the bottom of the bowl.
It's like,
Mom.
I swear to God, like anytime my cat just starts meowing at me and it's right next to its food bowl, and I know what it wants, but it's like,
Oh yeah.
like every time it meows at me, I'm translating in my head as like, am I a fucking joke to you? Bitch, I deserve a luxurious life, for I am cat.
Yeah.
You will
like
fill
the
this
bowl.
to the brim, and I will be the fattest thing on the planet. And you will allow this because I am cat.
Yeah, exactly. My cat will sit on her food bin now until you feed her, and she sits on the lid. You can't open it with her on it. It's like, you want food? Get the fuck down. Like, Mom, my bowl's empty. Just put food in there. Mom, the bowl is empty.
I probably should have put my starting screen up before all this. Warning, foul-mouthed gamers ahead.
There you go. That's exactly what you need to do.
I mean, I've had that since Seal the Ancient and that wonderful nightmare, but I keep forgetting it's a thing, and it's kind of my own personal disclaimer, so people understand what they're getting into.
There you go.
Question, how do I change the picture in my token? I found a picture I like, but I don't know how to change it. I can change everything but the picture.
You have to make a new token
Yeah.
out of the
If you
picture.
either make a token yourself, or if you want to pass me the picture, I can make a token real quick.
Can I make a token? How can I do that?
Token stamp.
There's a website.
You.
Oh, well, I mean, the picture is on the character sheet already. I don't know how to change the token.
Oh, that?
Oh, I see. In that case, yeah, that'll be my end. Sorry, I didn't realize you had already changed that stuff.
Don't worry. It's a minor thing. Just find a picture I like and add better.
Please don't be.
Still looks kind of the same.
No more flying cats.
Playboy.
No more flying cats.
Yes, flying cats.
No,
Flying snakes,
no,
then.
no.
That's for later. When we solve a rat problem, I'll find a snake. Although a snake eats rats, right?
We'll have the Zentarum symbol running, around the house.
Yeah,
Flying
nothing
snake.
can go wrong there.
Oh no, totally not.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Like, we just need to start adopting exotic large cats.
Exactly.
Rat people will leave us alone.
That I like.
Yes,
We can do that.
that works.
That would make a lot more sense to Strife than all the other crap we've had so far.
Oh, you wait for my spirit guardians. You're gonna flip.
Remind me, Rio, what's your sight like?
My what?
Your sight.
He's a half elf, so he has 60 feet of dark vision.
Right.
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
But for the purpose of this session, I'm not a half elf. She's the only elf in the party. Okay. Okay.
Well, no, it's not what I meant. It's just
I'm about to say, are you saying that just
No,
because you don't want to
I'm
be used
okay
as
with
bait?
Yes.
Strife, what did you do to your character?
What do you know what I do to my character?
Your HP bar is all messed up.
yeah, mine is too for some reason. It's like mine won't won't work.
I'm about to say, yeah, I noticed that the other day. It's like the stuff didn't transfer over.
No, all the tokens reset what the bars are connected to. That's strange. Let me try to fix that.
Must have been an update.
Must have been.
Hmm. I wonder at what level I can summon a giant snake with wings. I know I can do that, but I don't know at what level.
What is it? Sorry?
I can summon a giant snake with wings at some level, but I don't remember.
Please, 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 for the love of God, don't. Please don't.
It's a celestial. Why do you want me to summon?
Not that.
A unicorn?
You what
I can do
said?
that?
Strife can make more sense out of a pixie than he can a unicorn in his head. It's weird there.
Well, I cannot summon a pixie, but I can summon a unicorn. At some point. But my question is, if I summon a creature with legendary actions, the creature can use them?
I think it depends on what summoning you're using. I would have to...
If I use Conjure Celestial or something like that, at 9th level I can summon a CR5. And it's a unicorn, the only CR5 Celestial. That thing has legendary actions, but I don't know if I can use them. Because I don't know if I've never seen someone summon something with legendary actions.
Off the top of my head, I believe that yes, the legendary actions would still be usable, but I'm focusing on getting the characters around right now, so I would have to double check later on.
Don't worry, I'm just making time actually. See what I can summon that will, how can I say this? Mess with Strife's programming.
Why?
And logic.
Like we've already. I mean, we've already decided. Well, I've already decided that Strife is basically the literal robot interpretation of autism. Why would you torture this poor thing?
Angry autism.
For the
Angry
views.
Yeah.
for the
Do it
views.
for the vine.
Nah, that dude. That's literally what the division was for. Like that was literally nothing but me having fun and getting views off it. I won't even lie, and it was fun. I love that game, even with its buggy open beta.
And also, it's part of my character. I mean, why summon a cat when you can summon a cat with wings? It's more fun.
There you go.
I cannot summon something discreet. That's not my style.
I'm fixing everybody's tokens. I just have Shadow and Strugglebore left.
Literally just becomes a freaking like character trope that becomes an actual flaw of like I literally do this to screw with the robot now.
I need to change my flaw to I believe everything people tell me.
Gullible kid. Okay, tokens are fixed, more so that he would be a little late. I don't think he stated how late. We'll see.
Well, let me scroll up. Where you at, more?
Color to see.
Red. Here we go. He just
Maybe a bit late.
yeah. He didn't actually give any time frame or anything.
Well, a bit is how much?
That's a good question. We'll get to 7:15 and I'll message him to see if he has an ETA or something.
I'm telling you, we're using him as bait if he doesn't make it.
How are we gonna
Make it look at that. I don't know how, but we.
I don't think he's like Daffy Duck or like where you could just remove his beak and have an awesome disguise kit roll, dude. I mean, granted, with some of the stuff we're up to and the stuff we're allowing just for fun, I wouldn't put it past us to allow that in the future.
Well, maybe not to find the killer, but we can find some drugs. We have to do that as well.
That is also true.
Instead
We
of
send the bird to find drugs. Why not?
instead of
to find our drugs.
instead of a bloodhound, we just have a Kenku.
I just love the image of you guys finding him back at the tavern later on. He's got this long white streak on his beak that he doesn't want to talk about. He's very hyperactive for some reason.
Literally, just he doesn't even mimic anymore for a brief time. He just squawks at us. I might as well, Gwen, I need to turn you up, apparently, because you're not coming over the stream all that loudly. There we go.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Ah, much better. Okay, now you're in the yellow. You're right where you need to be.
Okay.
Something about this campaign. What season is this? What time of the year?
It's summer?
It is late fall.
Oh, late fall. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing summer for some reason.
Okay,
I
so-
was considering it when I first started this, but I've realized that I'm poor with time management, and I am. We started late fall anyways by my own ish fault, so I plan to start late fall.
I'm asking because I know the villain changed depending on the season, and I'm
Yeah.
starting another of these ones, and I don't want to face the same villain.
What season are they?
I believe winter.
I'm more of a fall. My color palette.
I have no idea which is which. I don't know. I only know there are 4 different potential villains.
I still can't believe I'm at 1,900 subs now. That blows me the hell away.
That's great.
I would
Yep.
I would never have thought I'd hit this point 3 months ago when I was stuck at like 49 or something.
I only have one thing to say to you. You're welcome.
All because of Stregobor and his damn vaults.
Mhm.
Everybody
And
wants to
also-
buy a vault from Stragobor now.
Hey, did you see the Critical Role thing they're going to make? Animated series or something? Or a chapter? Or
I heard about that.
I saw some sort of Kickstarter launched. I don't pay too much attention to Critical Role, so I wasn't.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Like it's
I only know they have to raise like 1 million. They are about 2 million by now. Crazy.
Yeah,
there's a
well,
whole
they are quite popular.
yeah.
Who do you think they're gonna have voice act it?
Gee, I wonder. Let's see. We have literally the just original cast, you know, Liam and all them, and then we have Matthew Mercer who plays literally everybody else.
Jeez.
I think he's not going to play everybody.
Nah, I'm pretty sure Laura Bailey will gladly fill in for a lot of the female. I guarantee the entire cast will fill in for bits and pieces, but honestly, if they didn't have the majority of it just being Matthew Mercer, I'd be offended.
Oh, perfect. Moore's booting up.
In all honesty, Matthew Mercer could literally play like everything. That's not the main cast. Actually, that's a question too. Like, if they do, what is the anime series? If it does go through, going to be about? Is it going to be about the first season, or is it going to be the Mighty Nine, or is it going to be like that little prelude before season 1, where we literally had to read what everyone said was happening?
Basically, that is before the first campaign starts.
Oh, I would love that.
Supposed to be canon, and then I don't know what else.
All the stuff we never got to see, we only heard about. Yes, I am all for this. I want that to happen now.
Well, it's going to happen. They raised way more than they needed.
Well, of course they did. It's freaking Critical Role.
Fair.
And a lot of people that play D&D love that show, and quite a few of them have a crap ton of money to throw at them.
Yeah. Money I wish I had for other things.
Jeez. I've listened to a lot of Critical Role. I'm behind right now, but I have not given them 1 cent.
I mean, neither have I, but my god, do I applaud how much they entertain me.
Well, besides hours and hours of views, nothing more.
Yeah, I'm about to say, technically, if you watch that stuff on YouTube, no, you did pay them something, you just don't know it.
No. They got ad revenue based off of my actions, but I didn't give YouTube any money either.
Oh, you ad blocked it. You're the exact kind of viewer I hate.
Yeah, I have ad block too, unfortunately, but I listen to music videos, so
I hate you both. I hate you both so much right now. I hate you both.
I'm sorry.
I have
not.
it, but
I mean,
it's
what
not
you need to do is
working.
put commercials in your actual thing. You need to have sponsors. That's YouTube.
Right. Let me jump right on that with all the sponsors I'm not getting, other than the one BS Speedy coin that I called out on a vlog for fun.
Hey, you need to get on that, bro.
Anyone from Ubisoft watching this, sponsor me so I can do Division.
Why would we want Ubisoft to sponsor you?
Because I like the Division. And I'm actually wanting to do a weekend series on that, because it's hilarious.
Because they will make microtransactions in all of his videos. You want to get another minute? Pay another $1.
No, that's EA. That's all
Yeah.
EA. Like, no, if EA ever approached me, I don't care how much they offered me, I would I would flip such a bitch on them with that crap.
The problem is EA owns a few companies I like. Well, I used to like.
Dude, every company EA touches, I swear to God, has gone under, and they're or in the process of going under because they just ruin it.
Let it all burn.
Like, Disney is so pissed at EA, they're actually taking Star Wars back from them for a game series. They're gonna have someone else do it.
Well, that's a little too late, bro.
Yeah.
Well, it depends who they try handing it off to from now
Oh,
on.
great! You filled this house with shit and stopped it from being lit on fire. Fantastic. I still don't want to go back in there.
Like, if I saw another Star Wars game come out, my first look would be, is it made by EA? Yes. Fuck it, throw it in the trash. If it's not being made by EA, okay, I will give this a chance.
Nope.
If it's
I won't pre-order anything anymore.
If
Not
it's-
after Andromeda.
if it's published by EA but made by BioWare, I will be very hesitant and wait for reviews from actual players.
You saw Anthem?
No, not thanks. And Andromeda freaking put a bad taste in my mouth, just like Striker Boy there.
That just got me to where I'm never pre-ordering anything again.
Same.
And if you're lucky, I will buy it at released cost a week later once people have complained or said stuff about it, and there's a patch or two.
Yeah, sadly that wouldn't have saved you from Bethesda. And Fallout 76.
Bethesda's gonna die. And I'm
Yeah,
pissed
that
about it.
was so
lore was
bad.
Best lore of anything, and then it's just been going downhill. And I've known it since Oblivion.
We'll
I've played
see,
the
we'll
shit
see.
out of their games, but
There's a new Elder Scrolls on the horizon.
I
We'll
have
see.
no faith.
Same.
Neither, but-
And honestly,
okay.
Morrowind was a step down from Daggerfall.
Daggerfall is freaking massive.
Yeah, and it had mechanics that still aren't in video games. Like you could just climb up a wall and do all sorts of shit.
Back when games are good.
Hmm.
I mean,
I can't go back. I'm not just a graphics whore, but geez, I just can't do it.
I know, I've had the same issue. I recently tried playing Morrowind again. I could not get into it again like I did the first time I played it.
Okay, well, I can get into it if you're doing the multiplayer patch.
For Morrowind?
Yes, they have it. They've got it working. And they've got it so you can just use your controller, which is great, because if I'm sitting, old-style computer gaming for 3 hours, I get sore. Just the ergonomics of sitting with the controller is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually build a D&D party in Morrowind and do shit.
That sounds epic, actually. Okay, I have to look into that now and see if I saw.
That's what my Sunday game would do when we didn't have enough people to play. We would just
Go
hop
on
his
Morrowind.
server. Yeah, and you could actually have builds. I just built this badass sword fighter right off the bat because I knew how to build it. So it's I'm starting off with a 95 in my sword skill out of 100. So I'll just go up front and hit it with my sword. You don't shoot me with your fucking magic, wizard piece of shit. I knew you were gonna do it.
And a few missions later, you were a bow user.
No. What I would do is, if you hit me twice in one combat with a spell, I turn around and I kill you. You'll respawn over there.
It is impossible not to hit someone with a spell, right?
Oh, I know. The spell casting, that it's so slow, and you're just kind of
It
hoping
is.
to hit something, much less hoping I don't get in front of it. but I'm a fighter and you're not, and I can kill you, so I would.
Yeah, mages in the Elder Scrolls are so weak.
Actually, not in Morrowind, because, I mean,
Or,
I
yeah.
just kept telling them, you're going to want to get that levitate spell. No, I'm okay. You can protect me.
No, you're gonna want the
gonna wanna
levitate spell.
Get that levitate spell.
See, you can't take damage if the enemy can't hit you. That's
Nope.
the logic.
He's like, but I've got a tank. You need to fear the tank.
Let me put it this way. If you're levitating, if you hit me with a spell, I can't hit you either.
There you go.
Give me a chance to calm down, and we'll see where it goes. I gotta look into that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I knew they were doing it for Skyrim, and I was kind of like half and half on how well that's gonna work. But God, for old school Morrowind, hell yeah.
funny, but they've got Morrowind working, and that's about the only way I can play it anymore. Because like you're just talking to your friends, bullshitting around, and that made it fun.
Exactly, it's D&D, but with actual virtual avatars.
Man, I want to play Skyrim so bad,
It is fun.
but with multiplayer.
They have that, though it's buggy, isn't it? Still?
It's it's like an alpha now. They're almost done with it now.
And what happens with the mods? I have like 100.
See, that's the one I'm kind of curious about, because we were talking about that. It's like, if it's mod compatible, and I just posted a screenshot of my Lich King modded out character, and it's like, because I roll in with this guy and never look back.
I love the Lich mod in Skyrim. So good.
Hey, sorry about that.
There he
No, you're
is.
not.
There it is.
I press what to up, and thank God I did that, and I have time to screw with it, because my Roll20 screen is all broken again, because OBS does not like that, apparently. Where the hell's my editor?
No worries, this gave me time to make a few corrections and additions and so forth.
As soon as I arrive, problems ensue.
Well, it's also the first time I actually checked to see if the screen was working, so one quick moment to the people watching as I fix this wonderful stuff like I try to remind myself to do first every time.
Question: your Lich King can summon a Frost Wyvern in Skyrim? Can you summon a Frost Dragon?
I don't recall that. I remember getting a Lich transformation and certain spells and a couple other things. I just like the thematics of being a Lich, really.
I have Frostmourne and the armor. I'm happy. Literally, I kill a dragon. I eat its soul. I kill anything else. The sword eats its soul. I'm happy.
Honestly, that works pretty well in Skyrim. You already eat souls.
Right.
You need to.
It's like, I don't care what you are. If you have a soul, it's getting eaten. By something or someone.
The thing about Skyrim is, if you're not using magic, you're doing it wrong. There is no reason not to use them.
There you go.
There is no penalty. There is no reason not to use them. At least.
That's like
something.
saying that there's no reason to use blasters in Knights of the Old Republic. Blaster build all the way. It may be like terrible and not optimizable, but it's fun.
Well, the thing is, Skyrim doesn't have like a cap. You can just use it. You don't lose anything. At least restoration.
True.
I mean, yeah, restoration you always have. Don't you start with that, actually?
Yeah, you start with restoration, like a simple fire spell.
Yeah, but the beauty of restoration when it comes to being a Lich is that you can get the perk saying that all your spells are increased against for undead. So if you are undead, any beneficial spells you cast are increased as well, and it's fantastic.
That really was just a bug.
But it's so great. I'm pretty sure it's still in effect, isn't it?
Depends on if you have the unofficial patch.
Yeah.
Or if you have the redoing of the skill trees.
Yeah,
By the way,
depends.
speaking of that, like if you're a Lich, then that spell that that repel undead spell only works on low level stuff. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I remember the time I almost killed myself. I was like a restoration. I have and I was a vampire. I almost killed myself with one of those spells that damage undead. I forgot about it.
Oh, right, I'm a freaking undead vampire. I should probably not do that. Man,
Yeah, why am I on fire? Oh shit, that's right.
Man, I loved all the stuff you got for being the vampire lord, but at the same time, werewolf all the way. I could not be. I could not be.
No.
Yes.
No. I don't like the companion.
Alright.
Honestly, I don't like them.
Alright, Skyrim arguments aside.
Okay.
We are dawning on the 13th day of Alliance, second week in it, and I believe where we last left off, you guys had investigated the dock murders, had not found anything yet, besides the general location that they seem to be happening in. And late last night, you guys also, well, one of you witnessed what seemed to be were-rats in your house. And there was a street chase, and you guys seem to come to the conclusion that there was that the general populace around you seems to be starting to have a negative opinion of you guys.
Okay, how are we gonna fix that?
I have no clue at all.
Recommendation. We take our weapons and get them silvered. Secondly, we find the nest. Thirdly, we destroy the were-rats.
Well, yes, that's obvious. We need to get our weapons silvered and make sure we can kill these things. We gotta
look at
find where they're
myself.
hiding. I mean, go back to that bar that we chased them to, or tracked them to, I should say.
Indeed.
Oh, maybe we should go to that
Where
bar.
at?
We should take a look there, see if we can find them.
Won't the were-rat just kill us or make us also were-rat?
I am Warforged.
That is not his
Just
problem.
Let you do this all alone.
Negative. That would be suicidal and very illogical.
But you are also not alive, so
He is alive, I think.
you see, you think that means not alive.
If only this one had a soul.
Well, we need to do something, so we can take the problem of the rats or go find the murderer.
Why
Or
not
drugs.
both? Why not
Yeah,
all
we could-
three?
We could do all three.
We can, but not at the same time.
Well, no, but we can look for the drugs and track the murderer at the same time because it's in the same area. Not to
Cool.
mention, we only have to be down there at night for this. What, morning, afternoon now?
Currently, it is the dawn. You guys have come down from your own rooms into the common room in the tavern. And
Oh,
are
yeah.
discussing this.
So we can go to the market and find a smith to silver our weapons for us.
We need to go.
Then go back to the.
Stragobor already knows Smith. Give very good price.
Of course.
Why do I not believe you?
Stragobor is very honorable dwarf, Mr. Robot. No many people.
When he says very honorable dwarf, I mimic him but do the air quotes.
I punch you.
Yeah.
I punch you.
Yeah,
Like, no more fun.
like,
I just punch you.
I'm nodding to the air quotes, like, yeah, that's about right.
I think I missed though.
Wait, do you have hands?
Yes.
How do you do air quotes?
Yes,
I don't know
yes.
how Kenko works.
Wait. Yes. No, he has hands. Right?
Yeah,
Can't you
I
have
have
hands?
Like, what would you think I've been firing a bow and arrow without hands this whole time?
Thought you were just using.
I know you
feet.
have something, but
I mean,
don't
you
know
have
what-
your wings act as your feather, as your
I don't
hand,
have
basically.
wings.
Well, fake wings.
Your arms.
Henkus are weird looking. Yes.
No, like you've seen Aarakocra, just that
Yeah.
without the wings. Just cut off the wings. They still have arms.
So as you
I need to
guys
find
are
a picture.
having this discussion down here, Never Ember, your steward, for as long as you want him to be, is making himself a small breakfast from the kitchen. You also notice that he seems to be reading quite a few different letters that you don't recall being delivered this morning. He seems a bit pensive, as though he's considering some stuff, and yeah, that's the general gist of it.
I'm gonna go over to him, and if he has a spare piece of paper and a pen, I'm just going to. Actually, no, I couldn't draw that. Like, oh gosh, this is where it gets iffy. Because if forgery means that I can only imitate another drawing of the rat symbol, but I mean, seeing the rat symbol and then putting it down on paper. See, this is kind of confusing.
I
Work with that.
I would honestly say that you could just do it at that point, because if you can forge something that you just seen, I'm pretty sure you can like get it down to the T in mimicry and all that.
You have a perfect memory for the symbol, so let's just say that you are able to at least sketch it, if nothing else. You're not going to be able to work it into metal, but yeah.
Yeah, I sketch it out for him, and I just point at it while looking to Neverember, wanting a little more information, because if there's anyone who knows something, it's going to be the guy who's kind of, like, funding this.
He's not really funding this, but fair enough. He sets a letter aside and takes a brief glance towards the symbol. You see him reach out for the note, and if you're okay with it, he grabs it and runs a finger over it, apparently trying to remember something before handing it back to you, and says, I remember seeing that symbol around here recently, but I haven't paid it too much mind. It looks much like a rat. Is it something worth keeping my eye on?
Seeing as how it is currently on many doors around the block, I would say yes. Apparently, there is an actual issue involving were-rats occupying this building when we are all asleep. We actually chased them out last night.
You see him tense up a little bit as he starts looking around, curious and wary, because he's not as well trained as all of you guys.
Yeah, assuming we're well trained. That's funny.
Well, not as strong as you.
Great.
And he reaches through the pile of letters and pulls out one and says, I've been running over the numbers recently, and honestly, we're going to have to make a lot of money to get this tavern going, and it seems to be slow currently.
No kidding.
If we have to deal with were-rats on top of this, it's going to be a serious drain to us. But I was recently reached out to by a mediator.
Oh God, Sir
middleman.
Did someone say meteor?
No! No one said meteor! You do not hear that.
The other term for it, the middleman. A middleman.
Yeah.
Mediator.
Yeah, mediator.
Mediator, thank you. That's willing to invest in a new business, and they've apparently reached out to a few, so their letter says, but they're willing to invest in us, in this business here, to get it up and running for a percentage of profits being sent back to them, and their opinion being considered when it comes to renovating, such as adding new drinks or adding new furniture and the like.
So we'd be like a trust company with them owning most of the shares.
More or less, they are showing, or they are expressing it as though they wouldn't change much. But it would be worth knowing that if they are fronting the majority of the money here, they would have the majority say in what happens with the tavern. Until we pay them back, if we want to work that into the deal.
I'm not gonna lie, that's
not like anybody telling Stragobor what to do.
Well, first, what's the percentage of the cut they're asking for?
They are willing to front up, it says here, about 2,000 gold. And in return, they want, they didn't give a exact percentage of how much of the tavern they want to say is theirs, but they simply want to be influential amongst it. This was written in a rough hand. I don't think this person themselves is legal-minded, so I'm not sure how binding it would be. I would have to reach out to them and talk to them.
That's vague as all hell. Those are the scary contracts you kind of don't want to take unless you're that desperate.
Yeah, unless you're desperate.
Out of curiosity, was Speedy Coin the one to sponsor this?
God damn it.
No, I just wanted to say a little jab.
It begins with an S, but it's not Speedy Coin.
I made one video on that.
Question, what happened with Shadow's contact? The one...
It's still willing to give talk to our family about
Yeah.
a share, but like their price is steep, and again, I'm not willing to go along with that.
Oh dear, that's so nice. You want to have your own little tavern, but no. Unless we have full say in literally everything, from the drapes to the fireplace.
To the
To the furniture. To the type of alcohol you serve.
They would make sure that only champagne and elven wine is sold. Blech. You need good dwarven ale.
No, the reason elf makes champagne is because that alcohol is also full of air, like windbag elf. Am I right?
Technically,
It's
most
baffling to me.
most humanoid species are actually 30 to 70% water. That said, to me, you are all meat bags.
I feel like it's bad that I'm imitating Stragobor the most.
He's the most fun to imitate. I
You
won't
know why
lie.
you keep hating meatbag? Because meat holds soul, not like metal man. Super
Ouch.
jelly.
My pride. My poor robot pride.
Neverember moves the letter off to the side and says, "What do you guys think? Should I set up a meeting with this contact or let it sit?"
Don't you think
It
we
won't
should
hurt to
solve
talk.
the rat problem first?
We can solve the rat problem. November here. Deal with the contacts. He doesn't have to be in.
Well, the reason I bring this up is that if they are proposing this much money, we could buy some alarms, defenses, even guards if we really wanted to go that far to set
Yes.
up against such things.
That is true.
I just pictured us having fucking armed guards, and like every hour, Strife just walks by them and fucking busts their balls about how to properly stand and their etiquette and all this shit. Every hour throughout the day and night. Because he doesn't sleep.
Actually, I just had a thought. In response to Reorland, and in response to Reorland, he lists off everything that Strife listed off, but then in the voice of a nobleman you probably haven't heard of, because let's be honest, this is the type of nobleman no one would want to listen to. I believe diplomacy is in order.
Well, I don't think they want to talk to us.
I'll mimic to you in the voice of that were-rat that we did meet. Leave! And then make the sound of weapon noises and shake his head no to indicate that one was willing to talk and didn't attack us on sight.
Leave is not willing to talk. Leave is leave.
By coincidence, I have decided to name one of my rapiers Diplomacy. Is that strange?
No, are you naming the other one Justice?
Only if you
Fuck
do
no.
not use one-liners like, I hope you see my point.
Why in
I'm just
God's
gonna
name would
move
I
to a
do
wall.
that? That is in terrible taste.
Shadow's just going to facepalm. It's about what I do now. It's like, God damn it.
I would facepalm, but I'm afraid my head will fall off.
Yeah. You just facepalm so hard your head falls off the other direction.
If I
Knock your own head off.
If I started doing that, literally anytime Strigobor spoke, I would end up without my head again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Watch is gonna say one more thing in regards to the were-rat issue. He's going to take a look at the paper and in Neverember's voice, shall I set up a meeting? And then he's gonna hold up the poison, which has been disappearing every time he puts it down. They're
Are you saying-
probably just constantly grabbing it. As has been mentioned before, this is their, or at least they're setting this up as a quote-unquote base of operations.
Right, exactly.
I'm still willing to bet it's not really base of operations so much as we're invading on someone else's business, and...
Oh, this is like their business espionage, giving us a bad name right out of the gate without us even knowing?
That's what I'm thinking.
That
Because
makes sense.
remember, the rats did go to a different tavern.
Yeah.
How about if
everywhere?
we go silver the weapons just in case?
Well, that's what I was thinking. We could go back to that tavern and see if we can find the rats. Talk with them or...
Should we not at least notify the City Watch?
Well, yes.
Watcher will nod
Good
his head
question.
emphatically.
That is
Why
a
not
good
just
idea.
Guard do this. That's what tax is for.
Negative. This way, they are aware that there is a problem and that we are also attempting to solve it. That way, should a ruckus come across in the middle of another tavern, we
Just tell
already
the
are
guard
in
to
their
do
light.
Job. Not our problem. Hey guard, go get rid of rat.
That is a joke. And it was funny. Ha. 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 City Watch being good at their jobs. Ha.
Don't
Huh.
care if not good at job.
They are not.
Ha. Ha.
Please do not do that again. That is fucking disturbing. God damn it.
Dragobor, seize your point. And then in Shadow's voice, I'm sorry.
Do I
Just
actually
tell
sound
guard
like
there's
that?
a rare rat over there. You go kill them now. And when you're done, we'll give you free drink.
Negative. At that point, it is bribery.
No, many bar do this.
Yes, and they are also bribery.
What did I miss? What about bribery?
We're talking
Nothing.
about involving the City Watch, so that way we also are not going to be culpable for any mishaps that may occur. And at hearing that, Watcher's probably going to be digging through a pack and looking for the appropriate paperwork so that way he can get the magistrate to sign. But essentially, Stragabor's saying that we can just hey, you take care of this problem for us, and you get free drinks at the tavern.
No,
The one that's not
free
even
drink.
finished.
Tavern forever. Just you get one free round because we support guard. Now
Real-
go kill their rat. You'll die anyway.
We literally cannot even do that should they succeed. We have no inventory.
I believe we
have
still
any
have that shit in the
drinks.
barrels. The shit that is poison.
That is a bad idea. At that point, it is murder.
I'd like to think that those barrels of poison are gone and conveniently they disappeared with Jackson, who
I-
just appears every now and then.
I just had a very scary thought. Are were-rats
Well-
immune to poison?
I don't know.
That is a good question. He's a bounty hunter, so if anyone would know.
Would I?
Roll me a history, and I'll give it to you at advantage because this might involve your background.
Okay. Well, let me see. How smart is my boy here? Oh, my boy's actually kind of smart, so let's see what happens on this early shite history check. There it is. +1. Rolling advantage. Please be high. That's a 12.
Hey, don't sell yourself short.
12. It's hard to tell if the curse of a were-rat actually gives any sort of benefit involving poison. But if the bearer naturally has resistance to poison, obviously they carry it with them. So a dwarf were-rat would carry one.
Oh my gosh, a dwarf were-rat.
Hey, careful. That could be a possibility in the future.
It's more common for dwarves to be were-badgers, but yes.
Were-badgers.
Oh shit! I didn't thought of that.
No,
No,
that's a
I
genuine
don't want to
thing.
fight were-rats.
That's a genuine thing.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
I may want to remake my attempt at Wolverine in a character sheet now. I mean, I did name him Badger.
Guys, I don't want to fight were-rats. If I turn into a were-rat, I'll kill myself. So disgusting.
I mean, generally that is what they end up doing unless they are already fully inflicted and under the curse.
Thank you, Strife.
You're welcome.
And then you
That's
ask
my
why my
beautiful
cat follows you
face.
everywhere.
I simply assumed that it liked me.
that. Well, shall we go to the blacksmith? Just in case?
Yeah, we're gonna need to hear the prices, because if it's 100 gold, well, I
Like
actually might have to dip into the group thing, because I only have 96 personally.
Yeah, we all may need to dip into that. I mean, I'm only gonna silver 1 rapier if we go about this.
I don't
Yeah. At the mentioning of silvering, he just looks at all his arrows and.
Well, it's 100. It's 100 gold for 10 arrows, or for a quiver of arrows, or something like.
Somewhere around there. It's 100 silvers, like so many pieces of ammunition or one weapon.
For now, let's hear what Stragabor's quote-unquote friend has to say. It's very reputable dwarf.
I know a lot of smiths in town, so I'll just go to the one that knows me the best, I guess.
Are you sure that's a
The
good
one
idea?
that regards you the
About to
best.
say, I mean, you want to change that wording?
I'll tell you what. Can I roll a smith's tools check to see like the one that was like, oh, you really know your way around a forge? See how good of one I know.
I would go with history because I seem to be using a lot of history in an urban campaign. I apologize.
That's good, dude. It's kind of hard to figure out that stuff, and it's the only thing that really makes sense for Waterdeep.
Can I add my proficiency, even though I'm not trained in history, but I'm
Absolutely.
trained in... Okay, so this will be plus proficiency, so it's going to be a 14.
So 14 total. Yeah, you can definitely identify a reputable man. Unfortunately, he's in a less than reputable location, the dock boards. But you
How
can definitely
convenient.
find such a gentleman, or recall such a gentleman.
All roads lead to the docks.
It is a very trafficked
No.
area.
One thing you need to know, a little racist about Elf, not as tolerant as Stragobor.
You don't
I just
say.
slowly look at you.
Shadow just stares in disbelief. Yeah, like seriously.
Stragobor only tell truth. This one a little unreasonable.
We'll have to see about that. I'm not sure if I trust what you say right this second. You seem to have something against me as is, so...
Stop hitting on me. I just get inside.
What the fuck?
If I was hitting on you, you'd know it, and I'm not. If you want me to hit on you, I will, and I slap him.
No, that's not the proper way to do that. You need to cock your wrist and flick at the last possible second. Like this. Slap!
Just as a heads up, it would take me like 5 minutes to look up the stats of the 12th, so just give me a heads up.
Oh god, is that really a thing?
It was a
it
thing
is.
once
It
upon a
was,
time.
They were like, they were sad.
I was triggered by dwarf elf romances in that damn Hobbit movie.
Think awkward teenager in forever. Just that's what a 12 is.
Oh, dear sweet Jesus.
Anyways, as you guys are getting your things around, a large tawny owl, that's the correct adjective, right? A large tawny owl alights near one of the windowsills to your fine establishment. With it is a large sack of what sounds to be metal coins clicking against the windowsill as it lands. It carries a note attached to the pouch that seems to be labeled for Shadow.
I did not know that Shadow was a wizard.
No, I'm not a wizard, but my brother is.
Watcher opens his beak and you hear, "I solemnly swear that I am up to no good."
I'm so happy so many of you caught that reference.
Yeah. I got it, I just didn't want it.
I know. It was like hot potato.
Yeah, exactly. I just passed it to Watcher. There you go. Have it.
I shall dub thee Hedwig.
I'm gonna assume that was at the owl and not the other bird.
I say that staring directly at Watcher.
There's now a rivalry between the owl and the Kenku.
I'm gonna go get the pouch.
As it stares daggers at the Kenku. Second, you take the pouch and starts flapping its wings like, you wanna go, bro? You wanna go? Bitch, I can fly! What you got? Like, this is all my headcanon now, and I feel terrible.
Yeah, it works. It's great.
I idly finger one of my arrows, just strumming the feathers of it.
Arrow moans.
Okay, not where I was going with that.
I believe that is a sign that a Kenku is preparing to mate. Wow,
just gonna
dead!
go back
I'm
up to
about to say,
that tower.
dead fucking
Yeah.
silence!
See yourself out. Shadow, you should have gotten it, right?
Let me see. Double check here. I should have. Nothing in. Oh, there it is. Yeah. She reads the note and. Will is the I don't have magic, so I can't do that.
Oh, you don't have magic. Puh.
No, but I'm going to get a candle and light it and then instantly burn the note.
Okay.
Oh, we're really having to sludge along with us mortals.
Shut up, you.
Or what? Cast magic at me? Puh.
Should have firebolted you.
Once again, the proper etiquette for a slap is to cock your wrist and, at the last possible point of contact, flick forward for maximum effectiveness.
There you go.
Do you require another demonstration? I have Stragobor as a test subject.
Oh, please, show me again how it works.
Preparing slap.
Let's see. You know how, like when you're filing stuff off, the contact of a file on metal can make the files magnetic?
Yes, why?
Well, we're in a smithy. I want to,
Yeah?
like, I just pick some. I pick
mean,
up
I
like a
don't-
snowball of files.
I
Sneak attack
don't
you with
think we left the smithy because we just got the owl gold stuff.
them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, this is the note passed to you guys as you guys are leaving, and you'll be heading to the smithy presently, I believe, unless there's something else brought up.
Nope. I'll just put the pouch of coins in with the rest of my coins that I have on my belt.
Okay. Alright, and you guys are off. In the distance, you hear Neverember mutter to himself that he'll just set up the meeting anyways, and you guys are heading off to the dock. And I'll jump you guys, or actually, you guys are on the map of Waterdeep, aren't you?
Yeah,
Jeez, I was looking at the Troll Skull Manor map this whole time. I did not realize.
it's all good, bro.
It's a good thing, though. Where did I leave your guys' icon? Ah, it's in the dock ward. Perfect. Guys should never leave the dock ward, as is.
Nope.
Nope.
We have a magical teleportation circle to Troll Skull Manor in the dock wards.
Yeah. We stayed at a city in there after the were rats invaded our tavern.
Alright, perfect. It's the safest place in the city, I assure you. So you guys arrive at a local smithy, named the Tarnished Shield, and you guys enter into a slightly smoky building. The owner seems to be a dwarf man working the forge in the back, hair as red as fire, and a large fire going on as well. In the forge, sorry, not the building.
Okay, who goes first?
Stregobor will go first.
I regret
Yeah.
everything.
This is going to go well.
I mean, dwarfs are good to other dwarfs, right?
Right.
Uh-huh.
I think Stregobor has been most racist to dwarves.
That's hard to believe.
No, it's not.
Unless they're hill dwellers.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So the dwarf, noticing the guests, lets the fire die out a little and moves over to the counter, wiping away soot from his fingers. Not particularly well, mind you. As he sidles up on the counter, that's sized for dwarf, and says, "Well, what can I do for you?"
Pah! Acting like you do not know Stregobor. You look like halfling with beard burnt off. You've been working too close to fire. I grasp his hand.
He grasps yours into return and says, "Well, how could I recognize the great and powerful Stregobor slumming it with friends like these?" And he
Oh,
gestures
I know,
towards
elf.
those folks. I
How
know,
low I have fallen.
quite low. So low I would see you in the gutter, I believe.
I pretend to wipe a tear out of my eye.
Watcher has his head cocked as he's observing these friendly interactions.
Like, I'm really trying to ham it up with the wipe a tear out of the eye and actually just poke myself in the eye. Oh!
I have never
yeah,
witnessed
so-
a dwarven mating ritual before. This is intriguing.
So, following your amazing display of poking yourself in the eye, he waves his hand dismissively and says, "Bah, you never see me unless you need something. What is it?"
Can you upgrade Robot Man? Very angry all the time and not so smart.
Fuck you.
See what I mean? That's like the only two things he says.
The dwarf gives a keen appraisal towards. Gives a keen appraisal towards. Why is my roll? What? Yeah, sorry. Gives a keen appraisal towards the robot and says, "Ah, looks like he was made by a gnome. No helping that."
Fuck both of you.
I'm currently just standing in between. Actually,
lean
no, I'm
in.
not standing in between.
You do not
I
want to
lean
get in this.
Very loudly, stage whisper. Did you think Gnome made him for sex robot purpose?
The weapons.
I'm about to say, I'm
the
totally
dwarf-
not reaching for my rapier at all. Don't. That's not a thing I'm doing. Where's my sleight of hand check?
The dwarf leans back towards Stragobor and says, "Well, the gnomes always did like them bigger."
No,
Watcher's gonna
no.
take a couple of steps back and just, with all the smoke in the air, I'm just gonna.
As Sheriff prepares to murder two dwarfs.
Yeah.
People, calm down. I know you're friends, but we're here for business, right? Right?
Of course we're here for business, not this
Of course.
whatever it is.
Why else would I be reaching for my primary weapon? Wink.
You say wink too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do.
The dwarf says, "Bah, I don't talk work until I see that you have coin, especially if you're with this guy." And he gestures towards Strigobor.
I literally just drop a pouch of 127 gold on his counter.
127.
You see him briefly open the sack, at least to get an eye for what's in there. takes out a single piece, bites it to test it before dropping it back in the sack, and wipes his hand again with his rags and says, well, Nets, how can I help you? His personality doing a complete 180.
Money talks, people. Money talks.
Yes, and looking at you, it's obvious bullshit can walk.
Dear sweet lord, I really want to stab the fuck out of you. But sadly, I need this silvered first.
Yes.
Silver for what weapon? The rapier?
Yeah, I just hand him my rapier.
He takes it with a dainty hand, twirling it slightly, and says, noble's weapon. But work is work.
Hearing noble's weapon. No.
Okay, who else did their silver
Cock an
weapon?
eyebrow. Shadow pulls out her rapier as well, and puts some coin on the counter.
Well, since we're going to do a couple, I'm sure you're going to give a good price, right? For your friend Straggle.
I just look at you.
I mean, work is work, right?
Work is work. I could give a small, mind you, small discount for a bulk order, perhaps. But I mean, I don't mix business and pleasure too much. So just having friends, I can't give discounts out that much.
How much are we talking about?
Regular silvering goes for, let's see, and you see him pull up his stubby fingers as he counts on them a bit, trying to get the right price before saying, about 100 gold.
I don't see the small discount there, but...
Well, I haven't seen how many orders I'm filling.
Good point. Who else?
How much was it again for, say, 10 arrows?
I'm looking that up right now, actually.
I think it's a whole quiver for 100, but I
Yeah,
could
it's
be
a whole
mistaken.
quiver for 100, I think, yeah.
Well, I mean, as it is in my quiver, I have 20 regular arrows. Not counting everything else.
So make sure you collect those arrows back.
Oh, I've been
Definitely.
making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10 pieces, sadly.
Oh. Okay, 10 pieces for 100 gold then is the regular price.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, having half a quiver of friggin' silvered arrows, that's still not bad.
Yeah. At the same time, I'm thinking maybe I should just do the... I'm thinking I should just silver the rapier instead anyways, but...
I
3 rapiers.
I kind of recommend, like, melee weapons, because you can't, like, it's a little hard to run out of rapier versus run out of arrows.
That is true.
How much to put silver on Dwarven Tomahawk?
2 for 100.
Pah! You robbed me! I give him the 100.
Okay. Alright, so we have 2 rapiers up, 2 tomahawks, and which counts as a third weapon itself, and do we have any other for this order?
I'll put up my rapier as well, and if it's 100, I'm assuming Strife's extra 27 can make up for my 96, right?
Yeah, and I'd gladly
Wait.
pay for you.
The discount?
Oh, are we doing this out of party loot?
I was about to say, I was paying
Well,
for...
you put down 127.
Yeah, I put down 127 on my own, and I was just putting it towards fucking however many we need. Because having us properly armed is definitely high on Strife's priority list.
I'm probably going to... we're in the Dockwards. They probably are used to this. There's not anything bad gonna happen if I do this.
Right.
As you can see, this is plenty of work. I'm sure you can give us a good price for this.
And on top of that, in the voice of Magistrate of the Trades Wards, I'm going to say any assistance that you can provide for our investigations would be greatly appreciated. Essentially, insinuating that we're affiliated with the guards.
Liar!
I technically am.
Usually, you're a step away from the guards, not exactly guards themselves.
Affiliated with, not saying that I am.
You got it, yeah. Can you give me a deceit just because, though?
Just because.
Just because.
You're good at
Again,
deception.
I figured that it was like it didn't matter. I figured because like what's the worst he's gonna do? Like
Call the
actually, there's a
guards
lot
on
that
us?
he can- I don't think you can do guards for that, can you? Let me bring up the codes real quick. I completely forgot.
So as Watcher suddenly realizes the issue that might cause, he suddenly digs into his bag for the code legal. The dwarf says, gives you a praising eye, Mr. Kenku, before saying, "Bah, I guess I can lower the price to 95 per then."
Ah, give me back that gold.
In time. What's the rest of the order? We have 3 dainty swords. 4? Yeah, 3 dainty swords. 2 dwarven tomahawks. And what else? Anything else for you folks?
I don't think I can silver this, and I see my stuff. So nope.
There's nothing in the code legal for impersonating a guard.
No shit.
Oh, wait, assaulting or impersonating an
There you
official
go.
or
Well, pray he doesn't know that.
What did you say, Eretz, about your weapon?
Yeah, I have a staff. I cannot silver a staff. It's wood.
He can give you silver caps to it, but he can't actually silver the weapon itself, correct?
It's still something, though.
How much would it be for that?
It would still just be 100 gold.
Yeah.
Or, sorry,
95.
95 now, correct? Yeah.
Nah, I'm poor. That's okay.
I'm poor.
I have 65, and I can use magic. That's fine.
I look to her like, just put the stuff there. I'll take care of it.
Oh, how nice. And I guess I'll put my 65 and she'll put 30?
I'll put the rest. Yeah.
Careful now, you never want to owe money to an elf.
I'm not going to ask for it back. I'm doing this because we need to be armed.
She's going to want favors, don't trust her.
What the fuck does that mean?
Don't want to know.
Do you take me for?
I don't want to take you at all.
I haven't walked into that one.
You see the other dwarf behind the hut says, "Oh God, I'm going to be sick."
I know, right?
I raised the price. 105 now.
Gotcha.
I keyed.
Yeah.
Dwarven mating rituals are very confusing.
Dwarves are confusing in general.
Agreed.
Actually, there's
Aye.
just one more thing. I'll come closer to the dwarf guy. We hear rumors about some murders in the street. Since you work here, do you know anything about that? Anything that we can help find the man who does it? Women? Whatever?
He looks suspiciously around before leaning in close to you as though he's going to share a large secret and says, "Well, it doesn't happen around here. It's like 2 streets over, I think."
Are you telling me that elves do not frequent your shop? Wow. What an astounding revelation.
I guess I'll be one of the few elves that do.
The one elf
they
that
don't
did.
usually know good metal luck.
Is it sad that we're all literally just harping on this dwarf for being a dwarf?
No, it's fine. He's being an asshole.
Yeah, and he's just rolling with it, which is fine.
That Shregabor relates to. So
Exactly.
That's why I'm pitching him as this.
Well, it was worth a shot. How long would it take to complete this order?
For most weapons, it'd be just a day, but since I have such a nice large order here, give me at least 3. I'll set some stuff aside. I can't make it my number 1 priority, obviously, because I have higher paying orders, but 3 days should be enough.
Can I insight that? I don't know if he really has that big of a business.
Yeah, you can try to insight it.
I don't know why I try, but yeah, I believe him. Oh,
Try.
You're such a good blacksmith. I didn't know. It was just a busy man.
I feel like we're all just staring at you awkwardly now.
What?
I looked over and I what would it take for you to do this, like, right away?
Well, I could push a few things aside, but it would need, with the other orders being late now, I would need about 30 gold to make up the difference.
Then do it.
Right,
30
okay.
gold.
You're paying for that extra 30, right?
Yeah. I basically, I just got 250 gold.
What?
Yeah, I got paid for the job from the, thing.
Right. I was wondering about
That's
that.
what the pouch was, yeah. She burnt the note because nobody else is supposed to read it, but yeah, that's why she's doing this.
We're freaking all punning up every freaking last coin we have, and she's just counting stacks.
That's why she's putting the money up to get it done quickly, because we need them so we can
Survive.
kill. Yeah, that too, because these are like our only weapons.
Kind of.
So the dwarf says, "Oh, aye. The buyer or the customer is always right after all. Give me a day and a half, and I'll half the time."
At the customer is always right. Actually, no. Never mind.
I was about to say,
I
you
keep
want?
wanting to do stuff like that. Sorry about that.
I was about to say, you really want to push that?
So
If nothing else, he'll immediately turn back to the forge, getting it fired. It seems like he's going to start on your guys' order immediately.
Alright.
Now what?
Okay, who has a backup weapon?
I just bring out my bow.
I have
I've
one.
I've got a bow. Oh.
I have one rapier and a longbow and a light crossbow.
Anything else?
I'm gonna go in search of a,
Watcher has a dagger. Do you want a dagger?
No, I don't need it. I'm
No.
I'm seeing if we have to wait or if we can do something in the meantime. We're on the dockwards after all.
Well, I mean, we paid extra to have it done immediately, so like, yeah, I mean, it'll
Yeah.
still take time, but not as much.
Still like
I'm good to go, dude. I'm good to fucking go. I'm good. And now with Sugar War actually being our upfront friggin' tank, I can actually sit in the back and shoot shit like I should.
I'm good as well.
And that was a total of
Yeah.
505 gold.
Yeah, I got 155 of it.
I dropped 127 on it.
I dropped 100.
65.
I did put in 95 gold pieces, but
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up my actual calculator and run these numbers by me again. Let's see.
Yeah, because it's 95 times 5 plus 30.
Yeah.
oh, so I paid for myself. Lovely. I have 1 gold to my name.
I have 4 silver.
Sounds like you guys need to do work.
We've been trying, it just doesn't pay for shit.
70 gold. It's
Who
very
wants to go
wealthy.
for murder? Or drugs? We can do both.
Oh gosh, how expensive are drugs?
What is
Drugs
the
are
average
expensive.
Price of cocaine.
Drugs
Yeah,
are
we cover it.
bad.
Close my window. Let me close my window.
Close the window.
Dragobor is an honorable dwarf. No need for escapism when you are this amazing.
Air quotes.
We can go fight feral children, but Nah,
we
nah,
cannot
nah.
really fight
It's
much
wrong
of
man.
anything.
I have
Everybody
a
has
light
weapons.
crossbow, a longbow, and a rapier. I can still kill effectively.
Oh, I have.
I thought your
daggers.
rapier was being silvered.
I
He has
have to.
He dual wields.
I have 6 daggers and that's it.
Where the...
Yeah,
Okay, wow,
I've
Sticks 2.0.
I technically got. Yeah, I.
how about if you give
No, I do have 2.
Shadow a rapier and you use a bow, and then we're set?
Well, I can give her my
Well-
bow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you use a bow and
weapon fighting, so. But I right now only have 1 rapier because I haven't had a chance to go get weapons.
grab a dagger or something. I don't know.
I'll say, someone want to hand Strife a dagger just in case? I'll take a dagger.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you a dagger if you want it.
give you dagger. Turn around.
That moment you have to tell them to turn around so I can stab you in the back.
Pretty much.
I don't know why, but I have a hand crossbow. What?
I mean, it works.
Kind of. Well,
It's
am I proficient in that shit? Yeah, man.
I think so. Here. Dagger.
It's a simple weapon, right?
No, it is a martial weapon.
Hand crossbow is a... Well, I cannot use that shit.
Why do you have a hand?
Wait.
Why do you have a crossbow you can't use?
I'm
Wait, a
not
hand
sure.
crossbow is a martial weapon? No, that doesn't sound right.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is a martial.
Yeah, it's a martial ranged weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not using that shit. I have magic. Come on, I'm a cleric. Sorcerer. Sorry, sorcerer.
That brings the
Sorcerer.
question even further. Why do you have a hand crossbow?
Also, don't forget he has that feat that gives him monk ability, so he can punch more effectively than he can shoot.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same.
Sadly, you can't silver his knuckles. Wait.
Actually,
Wait.
go get silver rings.
Oh god. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
That's knuckles,
silver-
but in silver.
silver
Dude,
spike
We don't
knuckles.
need silver weapons to kill whatever is killing the elf. I think. I hope.
You
Well,
hope.
I mean,
Turns out to be
silver
sticks.
knuckle dusters, they'll take that away from you when you're like, hey, you shouldn't be wearing weapons. Silver rings.
That's...
That happen to be welded to the hands.
Ouch.
Yeah, that happened to be welded together.
Well, I mean, for the robot, like everybody else.
Yeah.
welded
Yeah, I'm
to
about
your
to say.
hand, not to get
Yeah, here, let
I
me
mean,
just
if-
give up my
yeah.
hands.
I mean, if
Just,
it's a
Rings on. Put your hand in the fire. They'll solder themselves on.
if he's a warforged, he doesn't even need rings though. Just give him retractable spikes.
Yeah.
No,
dude.
don't trust him so much.
Yeah, so I have a weird future plan for Strife since we've already thematically said I could take off my head. It's gonna get kind of weird when I actually start making shit. It's gonna get really
Rocket
weird.
punch.
Worse.
Oh man, I
Worse.
cannot wait for somebody to steal your fucking head. That is going to be the best day.
You're integrating a fucking cannon into your chest cavity, aren't you?
Not my chest. Not my chest. Not my chest.
What are you gonna be, cyborg?
No. Why the guys ain't want to do that? No.
You said not your chest, and I immediately assumed your arm, which
His dick.
No.
Could be
it's-
cyborg.
No, he
Could be
no, no,
Metroid.
no. Hylock had it right. It's the arm.
Okay.
Berserk.
Yeah,
Mounted
Metroid.
machine gun.
Samus. Okay. You wanna go to the docks? We can have a beer, find some drugs, find some killers.
Why are you
Yeah, that
obsessed
sounds
with
good.
drug?
That sounds great.
Let's
Because
go
we
find
have
some drugs
we
and
have
some killers.
we have a quest for that. A new drug is I don't know. Where do we get the quest from, by the way?
It was
The
all from the
quest
quest
board.
board.
If
Oh.
it's underneath the journal, it says quest board.
Just like any functioning city. I mean, don't you walk down to City Hall in New York? They have a quest board too.
Yeah,
I
it's just
moved
like,
some
hey
things
man, I
around.
need some drugs.
Yeah, the quest board that you guys are gathering from, most of these are just rumors you guys have gathered, besides the one specifically given to you. So you don't know how solid the pay would be for these, but if they turn out big, this city or the constables might reward you for it. But there's no documented pay being exchanged for them.
New plan. Watcher brings out some papers and looks for the nearest magistrate's office.
What are you doing?
One.
In
Are
his hands, you see all invoices.
That is a terrible idea.
We
Are
No,
we
how about
legally
that
allowed? Well, yeah, we are legally allowed to. Never mind. I was just wondering about going, just fighting in the streets, trying to apprehend a guy without any official city watch authorization.
I mean,
it was on the quest board. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that
Hylock said that most of these are just rumors that we collected.
right.
Only
True.
official quests
Yeah,
were given to us.
Some rumors are collected from the street, but you guys have also seen these on boards saying that something has been happening or something like. So if this is something pertaining exactly to the quest, or you think somebody's going to attack somebody, you can definitely step in and prevent something from happening. You just can't assault like a noble in the middle of the street, or Joe Schmo, the guy selling fish. For
No,
no
one
per-
time.
Unless his fish is full of drugs. Oh.
One time
Also
I saw
possible.
a man throw salt at a noble, technically assaulting noble, went to jail.
Go to your fucking room.
So which way are you guys heading? North or south?
I guess the question is, which one do we want to tackle? Do we want to tackle drugs? Do we want to tackle feral children in the sewers? Because sounds like Rio would love that one. Yeah, dude,
Do you
feral.
want to go back to the sewers?
No. First of all, we don't know what's out there. We could need our weapons.
No, I'm
The fuck
telling
that?
you, this sounds like gnome. Not feral child. Gnome's crazy, especially if on drug.
Also,
Okay, look, it takes effort to look this fabulous. The sewers, not good for my hair.
he literally can snap
Yes,
his
like a
fingers
better
and just look fine.
Also,
Wait, are
also
you gnome?
What?
Nobody's a gnome.
Okay, I didn't
No, yeah,
think
nobody's
so.
a gnome.
No,
Fuck that.
nobody's a gnome. God.
Well, I can
I'm
bring
just
in
saying,
my
I don't
gnome
want to
if
go
you
to the
want.
sewers.
No.
Yes, we could have your gnome in here.
I swear to
That would be
God, you
awesome.
bring that fucking
No,
gnome
no,
back
no,
here,
no.
spouting his fucking religion at me again. I'm gonna shank him in his sleep.
Where'd
still
that goblin
vote
come
for the- I still vote for the killer because it is likely that nothing is going to happen, so it's like waiting.
Yeah, but that's gonna be at night, and we could do something else in that time.
Yeah.
Okay, in that time we can go to the sewers, which I don't like. Or what else?
I'll mention as you guys are sort of discussing this along the streets, quietly to yourselves, mind you, just leaning up against one of the nearby buildings or just keeping an eye out for around the area. Strife, the one that has his back to the alley currently because reasons for
Because
convenience.
it's funny.
Yeah. So you feel something press up against your back, which you instantly realize is the point of a crossbow. As a voice leans into you and whispers, and you guys start to see that there's a hooded figure behind him and says, "Been a long time, friend. Haven't seen you around here."
So this is gonna be funny. I'm not actually going to move, but my head does a complete 180.
Oh God.
The figure actually doesn't seem surprised by this, and you see that it is a white dragonborn wearing a disheveled cloak, hiding some armor and some weapons beneath him. Seeing him, you recognize him as Maul, who is your main informant for bounty hunting work.
Is his first name Darth?
No.
I was just
I didn't
thinking that.
realize that I did that until you said Darth. Damn it.
Suddenly, it
And-
is a dragonborn that is all. He's a red dragonborn that paints himself black to look fierce.
Yes.
It's not his first name.
That
It's
is
his-
now what he is. He's no.
You should choose better hostage. No care if he gets shot.
I'm gonna have to change his character icon now and everything. Damn it.
Well, before that, let's go ahead and continue. Oh God, that's great.
Yeah. Okay, I'll find a red dragonborn.
Oh, hello, Maul. How are you today?
Not bad. I came looking for you because I hear you were in the pocket of some dwarf now.
Depends on the dwarf.
Somebody with silver fingers.
You know, like how you blow on your fingernails,
Mm-hmm.
like you're about to draw on them. I do that.
Wait, you paint your nails?
No, you know how like you blow on your fingernails, like in a western, and you're about to draw.
Oh,
Like, being a shootout.
you're about to Clint Eastwood. You're acting Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood on this bitch. You're
Oh,
posting on
okay.
him.
But and then I just kind of put my hand kind of by all my fucking daggers.
Yeah, yeah.
Still the finger dwarf.
This is gonna look really awkward as I hold up my hands to the group, fucking trying to show you guys not doing anything as my head's completely backwards.
The crossbow is quickly slid away as he gets your full attention. It was mostly just for show.
I figured. That's why I didn't
all
do
attack.
anything.
That is disturbing.
Reattack. No.
Do not attack him. I actually need this one. He is actually a good informant, unlike others who have been disposed. of. As to your inquiry about the dwarf known as Silverfingers, negative, we are not in his pocket. In fact, we threatened to murder him earlier.
Oh, he's been spreading a rumor around the docks that he's got you owing him.
Why the fuck do dwarves have to be such liars?
Maybe we do need to murder him. We'll see.
We will contemplate that later.
I just came to make sure that you weren't switching on me.
Fuck no.
That's better.
See, now it looks like Darth Maul. Dragonborn Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Did you just Google edgy Dragonborn?
Edgy Dragonborn.
No, I just looked up Red Dragonborn and that came up pretty quick. They're all edgy.
They're all edgy. I'm not surprised, oddly enough.
It's all a bunch of edgy guys quoting Parthenax from Skyrim. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil?
I really wish you would stop quoting your great uncle.
There we go. It's
This-
a Red Dragonborn.
This is why you gotta be careful of saying this kind of crap. Like our headcanon goes all over the place with it.
Yeah, I'm a slave to the headcanon.
Aren't we all, though?
So as he does a complete color change right in front of you guys, he says, he said that he just wanted to make sure that you weren't switching informants on him without letting him know.
Negative. I value all my informants. Those I do not value disappear.
It's good to have such friends.
Isn't it, though? So what may I do for you, Maul? Did you simply come to inquire about Silverfinger being a lying little shit?
Well, I had three things. Make sure that you weren't in his pocket. If you weren't, I was going to set you up to kill. Potentially. I'm still debating the details on that. Might frame him for something first, but I'll get to you later. Third thing was to pass this scroll over to you. Small job, not much pay, but the economy's tight now, you understand.
All too well. Thank you, Maul. I appreciate this.
For my best employee, I'm happy to help.
I will do my best to ensure that you do not mysteriously disappear on strange and possibly incriminating circumstances.
Same to you, friend. Same to you. And he pats your shoulder, he stands nearly the same height as you, because Dragonborn are abnormally tall.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's normal for me. Normal height.
Before pulling the hood over his head again and slinking off into the shadows. Not quite as well as he really should be able to, but, just passing away.
As he slinks away, and I imagine as Strife's head comes back, the mating habits of Warforged are curious.
We are Warforged. We do not require mates. We are constructed.
That sounds so binary, my friend.
Negative. That would require gender. I open up the scroll.
Oh.
I love how we're like, me and my informants are just quietly like threatening, non-threatening each other.
It's how business is done. The minute you open it up, you realize that it's a job that's been around for a while, actually, and he's just either reminding you of it or just passing it to you again because new interest was put into it by some other party. And it's a job to find out information of the Black Viper, which is the nickname for a legendary rogue of Waterdeep that's been around for centuries. Either interest has been renewed recently, and this job is going out to people again, or he's just simply wanting to use an excuse to see you.
Does he have a rivalry with my backup character, Alabaster Mask?
What the
Fighting
fuck?
magical girl.
You didn't.
You did?
I gotta double check.
Please tell me you didn't
Please
actually
tell me you
do that.
Definitely did. Come on.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I want my crime
Did
fighter
he-
to be a magical girl.
Oh my god.
monk That's a cross between the Power Rangers and just like any magical girl anime.
So it's the monk version of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, like I'll flip off of a building. When a citizen cries out for justice, the name on their lip is Alabaster Mask!
You
Son-
are a very
No, it's
loud
not,
and
it's-
boisterous elf.
I swear that name sounds familiar. Alabaster Mask.
It's like Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this.
yeah.
It is.
Fantastic
Shit.
character name, that's why.
You're thinking Tuxedo Mask,
Yeah.
yeah.
Suddenly, I'm really happy my backup is essentially Darth Vader.
I haven't thought of a backup yet.
Like, I think this campaign, like, Waterdeep's the only place where you could actually pull off this character.
Sadly, yeah. I hate,
He's not
yeah.
wrong.
Oh god.
I literally cannot think of any other setting I've played or even heard of where tuxedo mask just jumping in would be a thing.
Yeah. I just run on the roofs all the time.
Your darts are actually roses.
Yeah.
Fuck yes! Yes! I just want,
And you have a cape of billowing just because.
Just
yeah,
because.
me.
just want
No,
just
that's
me.
special items. A ring that'll, like, give me a cloak and a mask. A ring that turns my darts into roses. And, yeah, that's all I need. And the character is complete.
You literally
Because
just
monks
need.
don't really need any equipment.
No,
Just give me
they.
some flavor stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you literally just need to say your darts are roses and you have a ring of disguise. That's it. You're good.
Yeah.
Or hat of disguise. A top hat of disguise.
Yeah, because he wears a top hat.
Puts on top hat, is immediately pimped out in a tux and a mask.
Oh, I'd have to play halfling. I'd have to play a halfling woman for it to work.
Oh god.
Why a
But it would work
halfling?
because with flurry of blows, you'd reroll one, so it'd be optimized. And then also magical girl. I'm a 3 foot tall. I'm not a lolly. I'm a grown woman, so it's okay if I'm a halfling.
You're a thought.
But you look like a lolly.
You're a
Every
thought.
word.
Well, I mean, all lollies are like 500 years old, so it's okay.
These words are saying they're hurting my brain. Can we not?
Oh god,
That's
we are
how anime
derailing so
works.
bad. Yeah, that's how anime works.
Anime can't be wrong. What are you talking about?
I mean, I could try to make. There's a anime character. There's Sebastian Michaelis from Black Butler that we could easily make too.
Oh god.
Knives as darts, throwing silverware. He's a noble butler that likes to fight.
I have a character idea from Boku no Pico. Is that okay?
No! Whoever
Hey,
watches this, do not.
Nico knee.
Whoever watches this, do not look that up ever. You are warned now.
How bad is it really? I've never even considered watching.
I've heard rumors.
It's
Oh,
I've
bad.
heard.
I've just seen the memes.
That
To my
moment.
knowledge, it's worse than the standard lowly centered anime.
Demonetized.
Easily.
Not yet.
Yeah, give it time.
We're not saying anything directly, so I don't think we're going to be demonetized quite yet. But
This YouTuber would like to announce he does not condone any form of anything that is being currently said. It is horrifying.
Hey, that's a Nico knee jerk reaction. Right there.
No, that's just a common sense reaction.
All of a sudden, I'm okay with my alternate, who's literally just an accountant.
Justin. Literally just.
Just an accountant.
Did you
He's
make.
a math wizard.
Remember,
A math
going
lesson.
in the sewers is a tax-deductible action.
Oh god. Oh god.
Now I'll be a necromancer that works in the city of the dead.
Jesus.
I don't think anyone can be in the city of the dead.
It's a
Even if you're dead,
graveyard.
there's
It's
still
a
billable hours.
Yeah, but well,
it's a park that's also a graveyard. Just-
yeah, but I don't like. What's the story like? I imagine we'll be heading there sometime during this campaign because of that quote-unquote entity that's in the city of the dead.
Yeah.
Is it sad that
I don't have
now I kind of
I
want
don't
to
want
make.
to.
I kind of want to make either a bard or a rogue, That's literally just a fucking guy that sells you life insurance, and he just goes around harassing undead.
He knows the guy that kills you.
So 6.
Yeah, basically 6. Just with the charisma to actually do it instead of just being an asshole.
Oh god. Bloody Rogue so far. Good.
See, you put us all together in a group, and we'll just go off on the strangest of topics.
Well, we gotta give Hylock time to actually do stuff. This is a great way of doing it.
Sure.
Exactly.
That all said, back to the canon. What the fuck are we doing? So I got handed this letter, and I think my only response is, "Oh, this shit again. God damn it."
Yeah. Well, given the fact that we need to do the whole druggy thing, we could do that since we're kind of like in the dock. We're ready.
Plus,
And
us against a legendary rogue. Really?
Not right
You don't have
now.
to fight them.
Okay, first thing, if you're a legendary rogue, you're not doing well your job.
Yeah.
Second one, you wanna buy drugs in the middle of the morning? Well, find drugs.
You
That's
can
the
buy
best
drugs.
time, man.
Yeah, you can buy drugs any time of day, man.
Some people need like speed to get out of bed, and I don't judge.
I don't need shit. I have my own concoction of medications I have to take just to keep myself alive.
Caffeine. All I
Yes,
need.
caffeine. That's my drug of choice.
Caffeine
So
and Big
there's
Red.
gonna be a druggy character.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm a big drug addict. It sells drugs to everybody in the party.
Actually, I have a druid in mind, but never mind.
How would a druid work in what? Like, has anyone actually done Waterdeep with the druid character?
No.
If I die, you
It
will
is
see
an
it.
option.
A halfling
It's
druid.
hard.
Hey man, I got these wicked herbs. I'll just chill you right
I mean-
the fuck out.
Be a furball.
Oh god, yeah.
Furball druid.
I'm
There
gonna start
is
looking
a
for trouble.
druid in Waterdeep that has been transformed into a demigod.
What?
So if you want to visit them at some point, let me know.
I'm a little frightened too, but at the same time, I'm curious.
I'm about to say, Avarice is already going up against demigods left and right. I don't need another one personally.
Oh.
Yeah, we're level 2. Let's just keep looking for bandits and thugs.
Drug peddlers.
We gotta find our drug peddler here. So,
Okay,
Watcher holds up the list and points at the game show.
yes,
nope.
we could do that too, but I'm sure we'd die first.
Just
We
because-
fucking hate ourselves if we went there.
Just because my head and potentially limbs are detachable does not mean I like to do it unwillingly.
Well-
I say we go to game show.
When we're stronger.
Nope.
If you want to go, you can go by yourself.
We can watch.
Yes, we'll just watch.
Would be good advertisement for bar.
Hello.
Okay, I just
I want to
Okay,
play a game.
Nope, you go away.
By the way, Hylock, I just saw the bounty title, and now I'm convinced that this guy is he's not a legit guy. Like, all you're missing is the man there, and this guy's a showboat. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
I'll say we should look for drugs. Honestly, I don't know how to look for drugs. That's not my thing. But
Don't be coy now. Everybody knows how to look for drugs.
Yeah, you just look
As
for the
a
shifty.
Your corner guy.
Exactly.
Well,
I'm gonna
as a-
look for the shadiest person in the alley.
that's racist.
But as a
I said shadiest person. That's not racist. Oh,
that's classist.
that's classist. Okay. Wasn't trying to insinuate that it was a roguish type.
No. See, it's a class of itself. Some people spec into cleric, some spec into paladin, some spec into drug lord.
The drug lord.
I
That's
put
great.
all my skill points into my meth lab.
Guys.
Yeah.
There has to be some drug lord homebrew sub race or
I'm
Of
sure
course-
there is.
of
I'm
course
pretty sure
there
that's just
is.
called the Alchemist.
Yeah,
that-
probably.
Yeah.
It's the alchemist right there. That word.
Ooh, I can be
Watcher,
Heist.
you were gonna say something?
Yeah, because remember, Strife had did interrogate a couple of bums that were high on some substance.
Well, it would have
And
to
they
be
were
just.
amenable to subjection.
I mean, yeah, they would have to be for a guy in armor just walk up to him with his head literally in the crook of his arm and be okay with it.
Like, where'd you get them cool drugs, man?
I mean, I'm also a bounty
No,
hunter, so I
some
would
of
kind of
these
know.
people, they love drug. You go to show, and we're like, hey man, we need to unwind for show. And then they give us drug, right? And then, I don't know, Elf does drug like always and asks, this is pretty good, where did you get it?
What makes you think I'm always going to do drugs? Why don't you do them?
You're the noble.
Because I am Elf. Hey, no, you are Elf.
It's great.
Oh, by the way,
Dwarf no
one
need
last
for
thing.
drug.
If you need to find a criminal hideout or something like that,
Yes, of course.
That is a disturbing gif.
I like it.
That raven just totally has an eyeball in its beak, and that's freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a hag thing. Reminds me of something like what a hag would have.
Wait, what is a hack? It don't make sense though.
Why
You're
does
not an
our
old lady.
Why does our shit always come back to hags?
They are everywhere.
They're
If I had to
everywhere.
see what our favorite enemy is, it is hags.
Hags.
It's Jenny Greenteeth.
You know, I'm pretty sure I mentioned a hag earlier in this campaign, and none of you guys batted an eye.
I'm sorry, you did? What?
You did?
I thought I did. I could have.
No?
I could be mistaken.
I would say you're mistaken because I'm pretty sure we would have jumped on that comment pretty quick.
Yes,
Fair.
more than likely.
Well, this party is kind of weird with hacks. We don't actually fight them. More like,
We end up
we-
befriending them somehow. It's weird.
yeah,
That party.
that party.
Yeah, you know, the one with the likable mascot. Hi, how you doing? My name is Styx. I'm the meta goblin of the group.
So you
Yes.
guys are investigating a couple of random alleys. You see where you are on the map?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait.
Yep.
Here's my question: do you go north?
No,
east,
no,
south,
no,
west?
no. Away. Back to Snail Street. The most direct route. Fuck that.
What? What's wrong?
I don't
What?
like that north path. You all remember what that north path is, right? Three
Three
daggers
daggers?
alley. Which alley can you always find a way to get stabbed in again?
So
In the
Three
Dark
Daggers
War,
alley.
generally every alley.
Most of them, yeah.
But Three Daggers is more well known for its renown for murders.
well,
Well,
that
that's
might be
because
where.
it actually has a magical curse placed on it, where 3 magical ghost daggers will appear randomly and try to kill people that cross it. Nobody has
Yeah,
been able to dispel this.
I believe it.
I don't know how to dispel that, so
Can
no.
you take the ghost daggers? Because I could use some ghost daggers.
If Blackstaff couldn't do anything about it, I'm pretty sure we're just outie.
So say south, maybe further into
Yeah,
Stockport.
let's see if we can find where we found those drug addicts or whatever.
Yeah, the homeless people Strife just waltzed up on without a head.
In the meantime.
How do we find drugs? This is not what I usually do.
You guys discussed
don't know.
casually going through the alleys.
Jesus.
You just go to thief and talk in this kind and be like, hey man, I'm not high and I want to fix this.
In diff what?
Oh,
This kind.
yes, you.
Elf
Never
will know
had-
all about it.
I do know all about it, dwarf.
Watcher will pipe up. I do know all about it.
I think everyone knows all about it except me.
You're the only non-rogue in the group. I think.
Wait, so
I know
Strife.
of it,
Well, yeah.
but I cannot speak
well,
it. It
But-
tends to
and
fuck
this
with
is
my
important.
subroutines.
Tifkan is a language, yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Awesome. Look at this. Can I use this?
Yes, you probably could.
I mean that.
Technically, yes.
I mean that means you can understand it, but you can't speak it. Sadly.
Right, you would need tongues to speak it.
That's fine.
Wait.
But-
Thieves' Cant is a coded language. You use the code in any sort of language you need to.
Oh yeah, it doesn't decode secret message, but does it? Well, it's
It depends on how the DM interprets thieves' cants. I've seen people
That's true.
use supports that are it's essentially its own language.
Well, it's a code, and if they are talking in common but in a code, I cannot understand it.
Like,
I can
what is a
understand the
language?
literal meaning. The
Like,
literal
what
meaning,
is-
not any hidden meaning.
To my knowledge, Thieves' Cant is a coded language made out of any language or as long as both parties can understand whatever language they're speaking, whether it's common or draconic or something. Secret mix of dialect, jargon, and code that allows you to hide messages in seemingly normal conversation. Yeah, so any sort of normal conversation you have in any language can be influenced by Thieves' Cant.
I mean, it could it would sound like a normal conversation to you,
But it would sound
but
a little
to the other
strange.
person,
Like I got.
yeah.
yeah.
I got a great example. It's like, you see, I'm Styx the Goblin. Now, you see, I consider myself a bit of a brushhead, though I'm not that great with a paint kit. That all said, I do like to keep my silverware nice and shiny and clean, as long as it's, just out of eyesight. But you do want to avoid the cloaks walking around, because those guys will nip you in the bud real quick, like. See, complete common, but made no sense. That's Thieves' Cant, basically.
Basically,
Yeah, I
what
have
I understood
zero
was that
insight,
you have
so-
a bunch of weapons that you like to keep sparkly, and you want to keep them hidden from the guard.
Bingo. She got it in context alone. I also said that I was a bit of a pickpocket, but yeah, that one's a little hard to catch.
Yeah, have I told you I have zero insight? Because I do.
We've noticed.
We've noticed.
So maybe I'm not the one to do this job. Just saying.
Well, who's ever trying to track down are you guys trying to just track down somebody looking shady, somebody high on drugs, or the two previous vagabonds you saw?
Why not all three?
Yeah, all three work.
Yeah.
I
how
go
about
up
we
to the
just
first
buy
elf I
drugs?
see and ask him why he's so high and where he got his drugs.
Or that. You can do that.
Sorry, can you repeat the beginning of that? You walk up to the what?
The first elf that I see and ask them
God.
where they got their drugs. You are obviously high! Tell me where you bought drugs! It is illegal!
Oh god, height. You're referring to height. God damn it.
So,
More like
Shadow, as he
tiles.
approaches you, what do you respond with? You are the first elf he sees.
Fuck.
Do we need to review the proper etiquette for a slap again?
Just slap him the way. Drive Johnny. Just
Sorry,
slap
Shadow.
him.
Elf is crazy! She's high on something! She's assaulting me!
She's high on your disrespect.
Yes. You disrespectful little shit.
I am a perfectly willing test subject here.
So I would ask for a survival check for anybody trying to track down something specific in all these alleys that you guys are just walking through.
I got a 3.
Straight survival?
I got a 4.
Yeah, sure.
Here,
I won't try that as.
Nope,
so you
I'm
can
not
try.
doing too good.
Oh wait, we're all rolling? Okay. I thought it was just
I was-
one person.
No,
how
I'm
the fuck,
looking.
Stregobor? How?
Can I
So,
say
wait.
I'm helping someone?
He's paid
Shadow?
roll 20 for good rolls for about a month, so
Confirmed.
That's what. Yeah, anybody can roll if they want, since you guys are currently moving as a group. But if you don't feel like your character would be so inclined to do so, or don't think they would do well, feel free to not.
I don't do
No,
drugs.
okay.
My body's a temple.
I roll
Yeah,
especially
not
So
when I
I'll
get
help
too
someone,
poorly.
but I
oh
won't
wow,
roll.
that's really good, Watcher.
Wow,
Awesome.
dude.
Wow,
That-
you are so
Again.
good at this game.
I
Yeah.
still don't need a check if we're looking for a den, though.
Again,
Yeah,
I am
Visuals, not
helping.
my thing.
I am helping someone, so someone should roll with advantage because I won't roll.
I want to say Watcher.
Let's say that 18 is enough for now.
I'll be right back.
I have looked all over this map 5 times. I do not see the blue alley.
Oh, it's not. Sorry, it's not something typically found within regular Waterdeep.
It's an extra dimensional alley that when you walk down it, you're just teleported into a random pocket dimension alley called the Blue Alley.
And where would this opening be?
That would be down here near.
What is the Blue Alley?
Oh, the Blue Alley is the game show.
Oh,
The one
yeah,
we-
fuck that.
Yeah, no.
I just saw it. It's the alley in between Fishwife Alley and Curtain Alley.
Right.
So, like, this?
The other way, it's that little inlet that curves around.
This?
Specifically, that's the
No,
a little
no.
bit further down.
Hold up,
It's
hold
the
up, hold
very
up.
small thing.
Yeah, it's this right here.
Oh, this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that. There is no exit.
Well, other than the way you came, but I'm pretty sure that's not
Well,
going to be an exit the moment you walk in.
Is the one that has a lead.
I'd like to think that the prize is just real estate, that when you step out of the door, you step into Blue Alley.
Free real estate.
I like to think that
Wait,
the prize is you survive if you live.
When you say you have a lead, what do you mean?
Well, I rolled a survival check.
Yeah, he has 18. He knows where to find a druggie.
Okay.
So, wait, Sugarbore, are you trying to find a druggie while conspicuously leading the group that way, or are you specifically hitting for that way, or not at all?
I am trying to find an actual lead while I lead them to the Blue Alley.
Okay, because...
While you lead.
you son of a whore.
You're trying to kill us, don't you?
So you guys are making your way around Candle Lane, which, if you recall, is the place where you found the warehouse that you broke into and rescued Never Ember from.
Good times.
And Sugarbore, in particular, spots a what looks to be a wizened vagabond laying in the crook of some buildings that are leaning against each other, basically, since this is the dock ward and everything's properly constructed. Sugarbore is probably also the first person to notice him because he was specifically looking for an elf, and this vagabond does seem to be an elf of some make.
Of course.
Hey, old timer. I will give you a silver piece if you tell me where to buy some drugs.
You had to say it like that, didn't you?
Drugs.
Oh god.
The
Why is
vagabond
Sugarbore
looks up
doing
to
this?
you. Sorry. What?
The way of the dragon.
God damn it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh. I see it now.
So the vagabond turns to you, sort of spits off to the side, not quite hitting your feet, but getting pretty close, and says, 2 silver.
Tell me where.
In this ward.
Wow, that's so helpful. Couldn't tell that drugs were around druggy. Where?
2 silver.
I don't trust you. I'll give you 1 silver now, and 1 silver if you tell me where. And if you don't tell me, I will give you ass whooping.
If he does not pay you, I will stab the dwarf.
Where are the other drugs going?
He coughs into his hand as he takes the silver weekly and says, "They move around, but they're around the docks."
Fuck you! I already know this!
I think he means the docks specifically.
The
not
actual
dock ward.
docks. The actual
There are
docks.
a bunch of them.
True.
Which is how they don't get caught.
Take my silver back from him.
You're gonna fight him for it, because he's gonna hold on to it. Weekly, mind you, but he would roll for it.
I take his fucking money.
I take back my silver and anything he's got. Okay, fuck it. You take his pants.
Does he take drugs, maybe?
You know what? Yeah, that's a critical success on a sleight of hand for a vagabond that looks to be a druggie. You manage to swipe what seems to be a blue-lined pouch from one of his waistbands, apparently.
Yeah, I'll let him keep the silver he's holding and go, oh, that's a shame. I don't know who I'm going to give all these drugs to.
Are you? You see his eyes alight as he spots the pouch in your hand. Then, as he quickly fumbles to push the silver back towards you and weakly raises a hand for the pouch to
No,
be.
why are you giving me silver? That was a gift.
I think he's trying to pay you because he thinks you just brought out drugs.
I know what he's doing. I'm just milking it. You
Try
know,
to get more
I might
information.
give you these drugs if you help us find drug dealer.
He looks confused and points towards yourself.
You show
You
us.
are now the drug dealer.
Show us who sell this to you, and I will just accidentally drop this somewhere, if you know what I mean.
I would like to take a look to see if I can see guards around.
Actually, I'm more
Because
curious.
we look like we're selling drugs.
I'm more curious about the pouch itself. Does it have like anything like embroidered into it, like a symbol or a moniker?
Give me a or perception, because he's currently the one holding on to it, and you're just trying to get a look-see around him.
I'm decent at that. 14.
14.
Yeah, Striker Board's blind.
Look
You're
like
too
drug.
busy. Yeah.
Like drug.
It seems to be. It seems to bear the symbol of a staff with a rat aligned on top of it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I want the silvered weapons real quick. For no particular.
Which I would mention, you realize, as being a bounty hunter, to actually be the symbol for a person at large known as the Lady of Plagues, who's known to work around the dock ward as a healer, actually, as a herbalist, whose specialty is curing plagues, or curing diseases and plagues.
Striker Board, return the pouch. I know where we must go.
Oh, I open it up.
Oh no, are you about to just spill all of this man's drugs all over the ground? And just watch
I
him.
want to see, like,
Take
what,
some.
like, is this something that you tie up and shoot? Is this something that you snort?
Oh wow,
Like, what are we dealing with here?
This seems to be some sort of bluish-green powder. There's very little of it left at the bottom of this pouch that seems to be lined in some sort of strange blue fur.
What do you even do with these?
He looks at you confused for a minute, because the dealer should probably know how to...
I'm
This
not a drug
drugs.
dealer. I stole this from you, you dumb fuck.
He immediately gets a cross look on his face as he slumps forward, trying to reach out to you to grab the pouch
What are you
angrily.
going to do? Drool on me? Just tell me what I want to know and I give it back.
Striker Board, I know where we must go. Return the goddamn pouch.
Do you snort it?
Yes.
Oh, I see. I can I like smoke bomb him in the face and run away?
Ninja, vanish!
Yeah.
If a Kenku could pinch his nose any beak any further.
If you are the person in front of this man and you're currently just going to throw the pouch in his face or just on the ground to try to
Yeah,
create a smoke screen,
I want to see what happens when I dose him with it right in the face. Can I just dump it in my hand and just shove my hand in his face?
Now we're
would
assaulting
say
drug
yes.
addict beggars. Oh god.
But the smoke of this kicks up a bit more than you would expect, and I need some sort of dex to get away from the cloud of drugs that you are currently being enveloped in.
Only his, right?
Only he. Save. Okay, 20. Did the
Boy.
font change on that recently?
The what?
I was just looking over at the chat log and I realized like the font for Roll20 seems like it changed. I don't know. Sorry, I'm being OCD. Yeah, you back off as the cloud of blue and green rises up and then settles down as the vagabond slumps back again, muttering to himself.
Doesn't look like fun drug. Just let you sit down.
Oh, trust me, in his head, it is a lot of fun there.
We should leave.
Yes, we
Kind
should.
of wipe my hand off on the beggar and we leave.
Okay.
I recognize the emblem on the pouch. It belongs to a, and I just air quote, healer.
Oh, really?
Well, then let's go find.
Please, for the love of
I know a
God.
healer we could talk to.
I'm pretty sure it's not the same healer.
Well, no, but might know something about healer.
That is fair.
Well, we know where she's supposed to work. We just need to walk around the docks. Maybe we can see her.
Well, that's assuming, of course, she actually has a situated business. Like, Strife recognized the emblem,
I
but...
thought it was a rat person.
No, the emblem...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the emblem of a healer in the dock wards known as the Lady of Plagues, who specializes in curing disease.
The fact that rats are involved iconically is just coincidence for the as far as you can tell.
Yeah, I
No,
tripped.
Yeah,
I,
I'm sure it is.
Like, I don't. Strikerbore doesn't know this.
hopefully that's just a coincidence and not actually associated with were rats.
So, do you want to talk to other healer lady?
It would be
I
pertinent
think
to
we should
get...
do the docks.
It would be pertinent to get as much information as possible, and another healer would definitely know about their competition.
You probably know Strikerbore's full of shit.
You want to buy more drugs, don't you?
I don't want to buy. Well, let me see. Seeing as how my... Yeah, even with that little roll, even if I rolled a 1, I still would have beaten you. I don't even know why I bothered. Sadly, the dwarf is full of shit, so we are going directly to the healer who is peddling these drugs.
Fair enough.
Plague mistress. Now,
Let's see if I have something equivalent to a marker to draw on this unconscious beggar.
now he is becoming Styx.
Why are you bullying?
I only have a flask of oil, and I don't think dumping oil on him is a good call.
No.
If he remains there for around an hour, a goblin
Okay.
will come by and draw something on
what-
his face.
What would you want to draw?
I don't know. Was just seeing if it was possible. Oh, draw! I take drugs, man! On his face.
I cast prestidigitation to make that appear on his face. I can make like something appear on a surface, right? Like a message.
You can soil a surface of something that's not organic.
Yeah, you're thinking.
No, but
I think you're
you
thinking
need
of
minor illusion.
Yeah, minor illusion does that, not
Yeah,
prestidigitation.
I think I can ride with it.
No.
No, you can snuff out flames, create flames on small torches or bonfires or
You can
fireplaces.
create a small glyph on a surface for up to an hour, but that's a glyph, not
Yeah, not a phrase or words.
Oh well.
By the way, Hylock, what makes a street so odd?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
can make a small mark, a symbol, appear on
What?
an object or surface for 1 hour, but
You just put a penis on his face.
yeah, that works.
You are Sticks.
Odd Street is odd because every time you cross it, you count a different number of houses.
That's
Disturbing.
I almost said odd for some reason, and that was already done.
Right there.
It is not. But
Weird.
let's go to the dock, see if we can find this lady.
Do I
Let's
even need
leave
to
this
ask
orb.
about smugglers around here?
Really?
So, Strife.
Yes,
Was
I am Strife.
wondering, do you get self-conscious around docks? Are you afraid you'll fall in water?
Why would that bother me? I have no need for breathing or air.
You'll just fall down all the way down.
Correct. Then I just walk out again. Or climb out if it is steep.
The man has a point.
Strangely enough, that is how I was found in Waterdeep.
That is not that strange. Is he rusted?
I'm a little rusted. Like you can tell, I've spent time trying to buff it out, but there's obviously little bits and pieces I miss.
You can't buff out insides.
Thankfully, I am technically watertight.
Elf made strange noise when I said that. Don't want to know what type of freaky shit that means.
If you would like, I could describe the mating habits of elves of various variety as we go to the docks.
Make me throw.
Oh, give him nightmares for a while.
No. Too many leaves. Too
I
many
feel like I just want to bring up the post again of the difference between male and female elves.
No.
That's literally how I describe it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not an elf right now.
You're half elf.
You're a half elf.
Yeah, we don't know which half.
Didn't know. I'm so sorry, friend.
I looked to Stragabor. Like, does my hand smell like chloroform to you?
I have dwarven resistance, so I just give it a big whiff.
Just knock you out, put you to sleep, drop you on the ground.
Drought poison is
Yeah,
chloroform
that
in
smells
this
like
universe.
chloroform. You must be rapist.
God!
Must be.
Must be. I'm
Was
half
my-
offended.
Does this
Anyway.
chloroform smell funny to you? God damn it.
Yeah, that's just gone bad. You should be
Okay,
doing
now you're
chloroform.
demonetized.
Ah, yes.
It was only a matter of time.
We've been trying so hard. Finally, we've done it, boys.
And that's why you
Just
need
kind
to
of
get
push his
acid
face
in.
in as he sniffs the hand, just knock him down, like.
Told you she do drug. Chloroform is drug.
Anyways.
You are a drug. Okay, yeah, to the docks. Let's see if we can find this healer, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So you guys have been heading in the right direction as far as you were able to tell for a bit, or at least as far as Strife was able to tell, as the Lady of Plagues was known to work towards the southern end of the dock ward. When you get to about this point, and you notice that there is actually a blockade currently going on
Ah, come on.
for
Is it about
this
the
area.
importation of those trees?
No, this is much more serious to the point that the constables are actually the ones doing the blockading. This section right here that I've outlined in black seems to be currently under some sort of
Quarantine?
quarantine. Yeah, let's say some sort of quarantine, blockade, or lockdown with constables at all of the entrance and exits. You can see that a few of the lizards known to work with them, the magistrates, are currently discussing quietly amongst themselves something apparently of importance, and you can hear a distant sound of what seems to be some sort of violence or something in the middle of this quarantined area, and you're pretty sure you see a pillar of smoke rising up from around the center of it.
I snap my fingers and make my cat appear and send him flying to see if I can see what's going on.
And immediately Strife just locks onto it and just follows its path.
What? You cannot fly?
No, I mean with my head. Like, my head just actually swivels completely
yeah.
to follow it.
Roll me a stealth for it.
Shit, I don't have. Can you give me a cat?
Can you give me a cat?
No, I only have one cat. I intend to keep it, but
You want one of mine? I got 4.
Really?
I-
a
yeah.
cat's stealth is a +4.
Goodness.
Okay.
That's Fucking damn near as good as our rogues.
16.
Not bad.
16?
Yes.
Well.
If I start a quarantine district,
16.
Damn.
Your damn cat got spotted, boy.
Well, I think that's the way the ties are supposed to go, right?
I don't know.
yeah, you beat it, you beat it.
I mean, that's if they're actively looking for him. Otherwise, just going off their passive perception, whatever that would be.
But who is beating who? Because my
I mean,
tribe is
he
trying
is
to beat
rolling an
them, and
active perception check, so
they're trying to beat me. So who is beating who?
Yeah, I'm rolling active because of the area is under quarantine, and magistrates and their own familiars are currently scouting the area.
True. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, in that case, that's a good question. Who beats who in that? Because cat's trying to be stealthy. Nah, perception wins. Perception wins.
Yeah. Meets beats.
Shit.
Perception.
In that case, your cat alights and begins heading towards the quarantined area when a falcon appears out of...
Yeah, oh, God.
It seems to be out of nowhere, but it's probably just higher up in the sky and just tears at its back. I don't remember how much hit points. Dealing
It's
one
one
hit
hit point.
A
Yeah,
cat
they
has
only
a
have
fucking
one.
one.
No, the cat has 2.
Familiars usually just have 1 HP, and that's usually it.
Well, I think you roll for it, or
You
I
can
don't
roll
know.
for their health as well.
Man,
The thing is, 2 questions.
I
How
don't-
much damage, and do I see anything before he dies? A cat has 2.
Your cat has 2? Okay, yeah, so it deals 1 damage trying to get you out of the air, and your cat from its position can see that there seems to be a number of people fighting each other in the streets in the quarantine zone.
Do we hear Strife cheering at this?
Okay.
this
Before
is
I
the
make it
happiest
disappear, do
moment
I
of my
know-
life.
Do I see anything about the people? Any symbol or uniform? Anything that can tell me who they are?
As your cat's getting assaulted in the air by a hawk.
It seems
Well,
to
he was
be-
flying and then get attacked. He had time to see something.
It seems to be common folk fighting common folk.
Okay, I made my cat disappear before I lose Tingle.
Okay.
Um,
As your cat vanishes, you notice that a magistrate seems to have caught your guys's, or seems to have noticed your little group here, and has begun speaking to a constable who is also looking in your guys' direction.
move.
This is the
Oh, yeah,
happiest
sure.
moment of my life.
It's still alive.
If you guys aren't going anywhere or doing anything to prevent it, one of the constables will break away from the quarantine zone and begin to move towards you guys.
Strife is gonna stand there.
Yeah.
Watcher's just gonna, as he sees him coming, I just point at the blockade and give him a questioning look.
I'll give a quick question to Watcher. Hey, it's illegal to watch what's going on here?
Stragavor kind of wipes one of his hands on his pants for some reason.
Can only imagine why.
This is a bad time, isn't it? God damn.
We are not looking for drugs, we swear.
We're not looking for trouble.
Yeah, we're just looking for a healer.
I mean,
Yes.
that's not a lie, technically.
Wait, let's wait to see what he says first.
So the constable approaches you guys, and it seems to actually be a regular humanoid in the standard set, wielding a wooden baton as his standard, or club as it's wielded, and says, "Well, what's this? I hear somebody's been trying to take a peek at our area here."
I continue to point and give him a questioning look.
The Kenku would like to know what is going on and the cause of the disturbance.
Yes, we're looking for a healer, and this was the general direction that we were told to come.
Alright. Well, any healer in there is going to be having a hell of a time.
What?
What's going on?
Well, I don't see any badges on you lot, and I don't want to share too much confidential information before we find out what's going after all.
We're not asking for confidential information, more like, you know, what's going on? What should we be careful about, maybe?
Seems to be a big hubbub about maybe it's wages being unfair, maybe it's rising prices on the street, but it just seems like some people are taking issue with something.
Goddamn unions.
I feel like I don't even have to insight check to know that he's just feeding us a general information.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's obviously full of shit. Come on.
I believe him.
yeah.
I'm about to say, of course you do. You're gullible as shit. That's for the shits and giggles. Yeah, I believe him too. Sadly, fuck.
Depends. Is this guard an elf?
Is he an elf?
Human.
Oh, what was that?
He's human. He's taller than you. Of course you don't believe him. Never mind. You're dumb as shit. You believe him.
Like his hair is going over the tips of his ears, and I'm just kind of squinting at him suspiciously.
They're more distracted trying to figure out if it's an elf or not.
Yeah, I was considering just saying that I was part of the investigation firm, but even then, like, my organization would have no jurisdiction here, or
Nope.
no interest in this, so I would honestly just leave it. So I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
what
about
he's
to leave it.
selling, but I can't do anything about it.
Right, yeah. Shadow knows better than to question what a guard says, so there's no point in trying to insight what he's saying, you know? He's just trying to get us gone.
I would mention for the two of you, I think it's Shadow and Watcher, who are most familiar with the constable practices, that this blockade they have put up seems to have been put up recently. So it could be that they're not working with much information right now as well.
Yeah.
I don't see a way to well, we're glad you are here to prevent any more damage. Good day. And let's say we leave, please.
Yeah, like, again, there's nothing we can
Yeah,
do here.
unless these assholes are looking for adventurers for some reason, they're not going to let us in.
Like, my only comment is quarantine zone, Lady of Plagues, but
No, that caught my eye, but I mean, it's a barricade. I don't think it's actually a quarantine for anything other than assholes fighting each other. But that could be for God knows what.
It's not
Yeah.
like we can get in.
Well, there is, but it's not a good idea.
Unless somebody has invisibility.
Not yet.
funny you should mention that.
Same.
No, I'm kidding. No,
As we
likely
Yeah.
obscured.
as we walk past, we just see a goblin peek out from behind one of the constables and give us the finger, laughing.
Oh, I
Get
should
that
probably clarify that this is City Watch, not City Guard quite yet. They are two different things.
Yeah,
Right, yes.
Oh my gosh, I love those uniforms.
that is great.
On the dwarf and the halfling. Oh
He's so
gosh,
small.
I don't know whether to be intimidated or to just go up and
Are
hug
you
him.
new to the watch? You look a little green.
I facepalm my head off.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have like a face print on my a palm print on my face right now, like constantly.
Yeah.
Your Sokka from the Last Airbender. Yo, bro, why's your head all red like that? Smack.
I just mimic the sound of Strife smacking Straggle Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if any of you have a reason to go in there, you can say. If not, I think
No, we don't. We're just out here.
Unless you want to pull the Black Staff card. You work for the Grey Hands, you might be interested in it. But
That's possible. We could pull that card. We could pull we're adventurers and we were hired by these people and just omit the fact that they didn't hire specifically for this. They just hired us in the past.
yeah.
That's not technically
I
lying.
mean, you have like a pin or a badge or something from the faction, so.
yeah. But do you want to do that?
What, me personally? Fuck no. It's not any of our
Okay.
business. Unless they're paying us.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying if anybody is actually curious, that would be the only way to really get in without breaking any official laws.
Look, this is what we pay taxes for. Just let them do whatever they're going to do.
To each other, but okay.
You pay taxes?
Yes.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Stranglemore is pretty salty about how heavily he's taxed in his business.
Okay, that I
But he
believe.
finds legal loopholes, and like you could tell, like when we went to go talk about getting you your expansion, and like I was getting every loophole there
That's
was.
true.
Like,
That's true.
Lawyers must make bank in this town.
ugh. And they think the Thieves Guild is bad.
There's
turns
a-
out
there's a
Xanathar is
bigger
actually a
fire.
big ass lawyer firm.
Yeah.
That
He's
could be
his
fun.
own lawyer. Until he can get away with it all.
Alright, what do you guys want to do here? Break away or...
Yeah, break
I
away.
guess just walk on by, basically, ignore it, turn the other direction. Don't get
Nothing to
involved.
you.
Nothing to see here, move on.
Sorry, going south or north?
I guess continuing southward.
Yeah, south.
Southwest or something like that, you know?
To the
Butcher's gonna
dogs.
periodically keep looking over his shoulder back at the thing. Once we're away, he'll mention the name of Captain Staggett back there.
Captain Staggett.
Whoa!
the
What did
guy
you just call that, Captain? Not cool.
He was the guy that met us in the warehouse and has
Yeah.
been affiliated with several of us, I imagine.
Yes. Yeah, Captain Staggett.
Hmm.
Strife, as you get further away, you can't recall the exact location of the
I'll be right back.
lady you're looking for. You just know that she was in the general southern area of the dock wards.
Right.
If you want, you can give me some sort of charisma investigation to scout the nearby people, or survival, or something.
We'll go with a... Would it be a flat survival check, or would it be a charisma survival check?
I'll give you flat survival.
Okay. Fuck.
Wow.
That's pretty nice. So as you're investigating the area, you know that she moves around a couple of different storefronts, or a couple of different shanty shacks. Less impressive than an actual store, but they're all temporary. One of which is located in this little inlet, another one located in this little inlet, and the last one, as these two actually seem to be empty with your very high check, let's say you actually managed to check them, the last one is located up here.
Huh.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where else would it be?
Yeah, I apologize.
Well,
God.
shit.
Make it too easy.
That said, this does give me an idea.
And what would that be?
She has multiple storefronts. We can check the one she is currently not occupying to see if there is any evidence involving a drug trade.
I mean, I feel like I wouldn't even need to think of a clever way to mention to communicate that any successful businessman with multiple storefronts is going to have staff on all locations.
Yeah.
By storefront, I mean just temporary location she uses. She usually moves around in just the 3 specific locations. Think of her business as like traveling on the back of a cart.
So she's a peddler.
And-
Yes.
And very important, she could be a drug dealer. You don't leave that shit around.
That's true.
Actually,
So,
How the fuck do we get into there, then?
Watcher's gonna cock his head a bit. And you still have that bag, right?
The bag? Yeah, circuit board threw the powder at the guy, not the bag itself, though.
Okay, I'm gonna point at her symbol and mention the name, but give a confused look as I reiterate the posting, saying that if her symbol is so brazenly upon each of our bags, then surely the guards would have already gotten to her.
That might be part of the
Long time
problem
before
itself.
Still, I need to find it.
I mean, again, this is about as close to elite as we got in the entire thing. For all we know, it's not actually her, it's one of her associates doing it.
Either that, or we found a guy that was high on medicine powder.
That is
Also
true.
possible.
That'd be hilarious.
Hey man, that was medicinal.
That shit's,
Take it because it gets rid of the pain, man.
that shit's great for my glaucoma.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, did we actually take a look at the substance, like, in depth in the bag?
You have no idea what its effects are, or you didn't get a chance to look at the substance itself because it was quickly smeared over the face of a vagabond.
I told you, it just made them sit down.
Because
He's
I have...
probably dead.
Gosh, I wouldn't be able to, would I? Because I was gonna ask, since I have alchemist supplies, or proficiency in alchemist supplies, would I be able to determine the effects, but I'm a Kenku, so...
I mean, we do, in theory, we probably could try something, because technically Stregobor has sun smeared on his pants.
Yeah, but
He's just looking for an excuse to get real close to it. Ah.
Good God.
in the meantime, I'm gonna start casting Unseen Servant because I think we're gonna need some kind of distraction. So I think this will be useful.
Yeah, I got to. That'd be useful.
Unseen servant is unseen.
Yeah, but he can move shit around.
And make noise.
I would mention that you guys have reached midday, and it's going to be starting to head towards evening before too long.
Well, I mean, why do we have to lie to get in? We could just say that we're investigating this and
Yeah.
show the bag.
Because the City Watch are pricks.
True, they could just say, thank you for this information, you can go about your business, City Watch will take care of it.
Yeah, watch them take care of it. Funny.
Yeah, they'll take care of it, alright.
I'm still
Took care
gonna
of it real
cast it,
good.
just in case. Need it.
For those of you wondering, yes, that was the guard sampling the drug.
Also possible.
Could be.
Stiffing what was residue left in the bag.
Helps me get into the mind of my criminals. The rush.
Oi.
How are we gonna get past that fucking blockade?
Well, I have a few suggestions.
Okay, go on.
We only need to pull whoever's guarding a main entry point away. Think video game logic here. Make noise in a corner, have them investigate it. We slip in behind them. Hopefully.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm using my Unseen Servant.
Yeah.
And it,
Technically, I can probably easily get in, because so long as I make a good stealth check because of my skulker feat. It doesn't take much for me to hide.
True.
it is still daytime. There is not much shadow.
Not much shadow, but I only have to be lightly obscured. Meaning
Yeah.
I can stand behind a telephone pole and be hidden.
Quick, someone find a cardboard box.
Oh god, I didn't even think of that.
I mean, you're obscured.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, this-
Any other suggestion? Because I don't know if you want to go in there alone, right?
Oh hell no.
You'll be fine. Split the party, or wait until the quarantine dies down.
That's also a possibility.
Bag it there, then that means that breaking an entry is going, like, this is a major crime scene. If the victim of the watch is here, meaning we're not just looking at fines. If we are just
There
Actually,
is
that gave me an
one
idea.
other option you guys haven't considered.
There is?
talking politely to the guard and suggesting we know Captain Staggett.
Well, that's also an option, but I believe that was broached when you guys mentioned flaking or joking that the
Cardboard box.
Grey Hand sent you here. No, the other option I'm going to mention that you guys haven't considered is the sewers.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, I'd rather take the rooftops.
Nope, sewers. And coming from me, it's surprising, but yeah, sewers.
Well,
Stragobor
we can-
no secret way into this place.
Well, this way we can take out 4 birds with 1 stone.
There have been rumors as of late involving these sewers, something involving turtles in the half-shell. All teenagers and all trained by monks.
That were what? Were rats too?
I don't think I need to insight check that.
I mean, I can make it canon and make you fight them.
Fight
No,
fucking
I don't want to fight more monks.
teenage
Thank you.
mutant fucking monk turtles. Yes.
And they
Strife
love
is
the
obviously Shredder.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No wonder the rat is invading our home.
I lost my technodrome.
Yeah.
And my brain
Okay.
that says malicious things in a funny voice.
Who knows how to get in there through the sewers?
Well, I know, eh?
Do you?
He is a dwarf. He does know a lot about stonework.
Of course, Stragobor no.
God fucking damn it. You know I'm going to insight check that. You know I'm going to. Please roll. I want to believe this. Please let me believe. I
believe
do
him.
not believe him. I do not.
Oh, good. I'm so happy that you know it. Please lead us.
Come on, just follow Stragobor.
I follow Struggle.
Do not follow Stregobor.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to agree with Strife on this. I'm not following him anyway.
If we're going to go in the sewers, we simply need... No, he does not.
What do you mean?
The dwarf is full of shit.
Oh,
Dwarf is always
like the
full of
sewers.
shit.
What we do...
Exactly!
What we do is we simply enter these sewers from a nearby location and attempt to find our route via a compass of some sort. Simply enter through the western side and head east. Or the eastern
Or-
side and head west. Or the southern
follow
side
the
and
noise
head
of-
north.
Or we follow the noise on Riots and Mayhem. That shit is pretty noisy, right?
You haven't tried to hear it from underground, so that's a big if. But
Just send your familiar in.
My
Echo,
familiar is
echoes,
almost dead.
echoes do tend
Let
to
alone.
travel a great distance in enclosed spaces. We could get lost attempting to find it via sound alone.
Unless you're a bat.
Or a Italian plumber.
Strife, do you have any compass in that armor of yours? No,
Not
no
su-
Italian plumber.
I'm not sure the Mario Brothers are around to help us out.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were, considering the amount of bullshit I've seen in Waterdeep, though.
Hey, Luigi, you see this shit going on in these sewers? There's no more turtles, but now there are giant fucking rat people.
Does anybody have a needle?
God.
No.
Oh, we're doing that.
Oh, you're gonna make a compass.
That's smart. I don't have one, but
For
Wait.
God's sakes, can you guys not
Wait.
simply look
Do
up
we
and see
know
where
how?
the
Do
sun
you
is?
know how to make a compass? That's the
I am an
question.
accomplished smith.
I wish I was a gnome all of a
Smith.
sudden.
not the same thing.
Not the same
You're
thing.
just-
You would need a tinkerer. Yeah, you would need a gnome of sorts with
Wait.
tinker's tool.
I am a tinkerer. What the fuck?
Oh,
Retard.
then he.
I
knows.
do know.
Well, then yeah, you were made by gnomes, all right.
I was made by something. That's for sure. I can't say what.
Evil
No,
bolt.
I feel like I just reach over without even looking and place my hand on Watcher's fucking crossbow and slowly lower it back down as he aims at the roof.
Crossbow. Well, it does say bolts. I don't know why we went bolts instead of just say arrow.
Why is Varric here?
What?
Dude, Varric
Who is
fucking... That's Varric fucking Tethris.
is it? Wait,
Not
who?
this. It's not entirely the same. It's close, but not entirely.
Oh.
I
I'm
literally...
sorry,
I literally made that as a backup character for Avarice at one point because it was hilarious how I could be broken with a heavy crossbow.
Oh, I apologize. No, it's not intended to be a reference to Avarice.
No, well, it's a
Okay.
reference to Dragon Age, technically.
Yeah.
So, can you make a compass or not?
The robot
Right.
yelled at me when I said I could.
Because you cannot. You do not have the proper knowledge. Also, what the fuck is that dwarf doing?
He seems to be approaching the guards and seems to be talking to them and showing some sort of paperwork that they don't seem to like too much.
Son of a bitch!
Care to explain?
Shadow, I think you should go investigate.
Alright.
I simply imply you because, number one, you are not a racist dwarf. Number two, you could actually give proper information throughout. You know what? Bring Watcher with you. He could simply mimic back.
That works.
Watcher's going to look away from the dwarf, shoot a thumb in his direction, and just say the name Edgar Songstone. And his expression isn't too pleasant.
Who the fuck is Edgar Soundstone?
Yes, that.
Apparently that dwarf up there.
That does not answer my question.
Well,
I attacked the symbol of my organization.
he is an investigator just like you, but works for the same company? Or different one?
Same company.
Okay.
Let's
you
watch.
think he could help us?
I don't know. Well, let's watch and see if he gets in. Because if he can get in, the Watcher can get us in.
He has official paperwork and documentation. I don't.
That
It's okay, we
said,
can bullshit.
I'm about to say that said.
I'm not going in as his fucking partner.
No, we're not implying you going as his partner. We just literally walk by and say we're with the dwarf.
Yeah.
Right, because that's not suspicious at all.
I mean, you could also just run up and talk to him and see if he needs a hand.
Did you miss the fact that he doesn't have a pleasant expression?
No, I'm
looking
aware.
at that guy.
But we also want in there for our own needs as well. Weigh your
He's a
options.
good man. How dare you?
Weigh your options, mate. You want to go into the sewers or you want to be buddy-buddy with Eric Tethris?
Look at that face. That's a face you can trust.
Let me also
All
remind you
right.
what's in the sewers. There's what we saw, which was
Yeah,
a fucking mind flayer, fucking
And
intellect
children.
of ours, and feral goddamn children.
Not to
Wait.
mention we don't we don't have Jack with us.
So again, weigh your options.
Fine. Watcher will swallow his pride and move up to Edgar and the guard. Brow twitching the entire time.
Brow twitch.
Ugh, kill dwarf. You don't even have beard.
Just as a small clarification, are you separating from the party to approach him, or is everybody going
No,
together?
no, we're
and
gonna-
just
we're gonna-
leaving?
They're probably trailing behind, but I'll be
Yep.
up at the forefront as I do something that Edgar here is probably going to be very enjoying of.
Actually, as you guys starting to get closer, you begin to pick up part of what's being exchanged with the guard, and it seems like the guard is refusing entry to him presently, saying such, "I can't let an unarmed or a not well-armed civilian enter in the area alone. That would be reckless. You can't just enter into a quarantine zone regardless of the paperwork you have with you like that." And as Edgar is fumbling slightly, trying to smoosh his way into here as quick as possible, you see him pay a glance down the street, noticing his good friend Watcher getting ever so close with a company in tow.
Full of weapons.
Full of weapons. And he rounds on the guard and immediately says, "Well, good news, sir. My partner recently just showed up. I'm showing him the ropes, you see. And he seems to have brought our guards that was mentioned in the paperwork, you understand. And that should be all we need, honestly. Isn't that right?"
I can see why you don't like him.
I just brow trying to hold the brow twitching back, but I
Like-
just look at him, look at the guard, and say, "My partner."
I feel like your brow is actually like having a legit seizure right now over this shit.
Yeah, so Edgar places a gentle hand on the shoulder of Watcher as he turns to the guard and says, he parrots a lot, you understand, so not need to speak to him too much. Just focus on this. If you'll sign this bit of paper here, small invoice here, and we'll begin our investigation and clear up the area without too much trouble, and you men won't have to lose a wink of sleep.
I literally
As soon
have.
as you say parrot.
I haven't even spoken directly to this dwarf, and I hate him already. I love it.
Yeah.
So the guard seems a bit flummoxed as he tries to glance away towards Captain Staggett or just anybody else that can deal with this before he finally just relents, signs the paperwork, makes a motion to the guards, the couple of guards behind him, staying closer to the quarantine zone, and Edgar wraps an arm around Watcher's shoulder and gestures for you guys to follow as you guys begin heading into the danger zone.
Once we get out of earshot of the guard, in his own voice, this goddamn dwarf's own voice, I just mimic 20%.
Did he say 20%?
In the past, he has.
Oh.
Edgar frowns as he looks towards you and says, 8%.
God damn it, this game again. 15.
12.
God damn it, I can't get him any lower, can I?
I mean,
You can make an actual persuasion if you want. We're just going off of your relative charisma to his in your long-standing feud with each other.
My daughter friend, I don't know if you see the situation here. We don't have any weapons and we are in a really dangerous zone. This is no place to argue.
No, and we seem to have the advantage over you. You're the one who needed our help.
Guild business. Fuck off.
Damn.
that was good. That was good.
He waggles a finger towards the party behind Watcher as he's finishing up the negotiation and relents to a easy 13. And says, unless you have the paperwork here, you needed me to get in. And true, I don't seem to be well armed myself, but I assure you I can handle a fight.
Why the fuck is our day full of arguing with goddamn dwarves?
That's because we chose to ally ourselves with one, so we're always going to argue with one.
Negative. I allied myself with a fucking dragonborn.
So Edgar fishes a flask out of his large jacket, taking a swill of it before turning back to you guys and says, well, as a standard exchange of information, the quarantine began approximately an hour, half ago maybe at the most. The guards have locked it down since about 40 minutes into it. Seems to be commonplace of some sort of dispute over either money, resources, territory, as is typical, obviously. The only thing of note is that people seem a bit more, and his speech is broken by the sound of a barrel going through a glass window. Violent. More violent than previously.
You don't say.
Well, I do. I just did, in fact.
I facepalm my head off.
He smiles keenly towards you and says, well, if you lot are to be my bodyguards, how do we want to do this? We want to go straight to the center? We want to clear out the riffraff? What do you say?
Wait, what's your job exactly? What are you supposed to do here?
Because we came in under the guise of being his arms, so to speak.
Yeah, but
technically we have to be with him.
Why
all the
is
time.
he here? I understand he has a job here, but I don't know what the job is.
He's investigating the cause. Of the riots.
Which we suspect may be a drug peddler gone wrong. At this point.
Are you saying that to him?
Fuck no.
No, God.
I'll wait to see what Watcher want to do, since this is his business.
Yeah, this is his shit. This is his quote-unquote partner. He's got lead on that.
We all look at the bird.
Yeah, everyone looks. The bird is the word.
So what was his suggestion again? Go into the center, he said, or go around the...
He suggested to either head straight to the center, which you know to be typical lingo just for finding the most immediate potential cause for this and just staking out that area to find out what happened, or clear out the riffraff, meaning just go make sure there's no hostiles anywhere here by knocking every single person out, or at least establishing yourselves as people not to be fucked with, and then going about your business.
Wait. I forgot something. I cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Quite important here.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Yes?
We approach the center of the town. We gain notice of everyone that can see, and immediately someone smacks my head off.
Dibs.
Preferably not the dwarf. I would prefer someone that could actually reach my head.
I was about
Wink.
to point that out.
So
well,
endgame. What is your pitch here?
Basically, the pitch is we. This is. I can't believe I'm actually pitching basically the same idea again, but for a different reason. We walk into the center of the ruckus. We get everyone's eyes on us real quick. Someone knocks Strife's head off. Someone rolls intimidation. I want to intimidate.
not proficient in that.
I want to try to intimidate literally everyone that can see us into calming the fuck down, because we're badasses and we just knocked this man's head off.
Right, because if it were just me and Shadow and even Riorlis, we could sneak through, but
Rio.
you
Yeah.
can't.
We can all sneak, right?
I mean, I can. I mean, I do have a stealth score, so
I was
literally...
about to give Edgar shit for suggesting intimidation when instead of just sneaking and staying unseen, but
We could sneak in and stay
you're
unseen.
here.
You can shoot if you want.
I mean, I got...
Yeah, he gestures towards the giant robot.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
there's a
racist.
number of people here.
I mean, to be fair,
Fine.
Strife is fairly stealthy, actually, given what he is.
He doesn't expect you to be.
I know, but fuck him.
Of course he doesn't. He's a racist asshole.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm a racist asshole.
All
I think
dwarves.
This one.
All dwarves are
That
racist.
was fucking racist. Old dwarves. Yeah.
You see,
Negative.
Watcher just sigh defeated and just agree with Edgar and Strife.
I recommend that maybe we should also potentially just sneak in.
Well,
Failing that, we fall back on the plan where, again, I lose my head.
You know, you are a bad influence. Stragobor has never broken any law. And you're like, let's break into secret investigation and poke our nose into stuff. Why? This
I am
is not good.
I am just staring the fuck out of you just because you said I've never broken any laws.
Well, what laws have I broken?
I just don't believe you on principle at this point.
yeah. In
Trevor
general.
broken the law
has
right now.
technically never broken any laws. One time had to go to court, but
Hey, wait, didn't you already kill a Drogarit?
no.
No,
Wink.
just threw drugs at him. Wink.
No, I did not throw drugs at him.
I mean, there was that Duragar.
That is true.
That
What Durgar?
Durgar was trying to kill me.
And Duragar was trying to run away.
After trying to kill us.
So what is the final decision?
I vote we try to sneak in first, and if that fails, we fall back on knocking my head off.
We
Because
go
that's fun.
through the riffraff, basically trying to sneak into the healer's place area.
Stragobor is against any of this illegal activity.
This is not illegal. The guards
Yeah.
let us pass.
Yeah, technically this is
Then-
legal.
No.
So then Watcher's just going to look at Edgar, mimic the suggestion that involves clearing out the riffraff, and just give him a mocking expression, and just moves into stealth.
Okay. Is that you saying you're going to clear out the riffraff stealthily, or just stealth past them?
We're just going past them and just
Okay.
like annoyed that he suggested like what you can't sneak. Is that the issue here? Is that why you're suggesting that? Huh?
I'm a little afraid that he might be
This is
right,
karma,
given
by
the
the way.
given the Warforged and the fact that he's the only one in the party that has a pitiful +5 to sneak. Actually, wait, Rio,
Yeah.
what is yours at?
+5.
Okay, I don't feel so bad now.
You know what?
+5
Now I
isn't
feel bad.
very
I was feeling fine by myself. Now I feel bad. Thank you.
So
Fuck
let's do a round of stealth or a skill challenge of stealth for the entire party. Everybody just roll stealth, and we'll see what the summed total is. Let's do it this way.
I swear to God.
Just to be
Yeah,
clear,
16.
Come
Edgar
on,
sucks.
come on. Yes! Fuck you, you damn dwarf!
but just to be
All of
the
you.
the two stealthiest people suck at stealth today.
because I'm
Yes.
trying to show off in front of Edgar.
Yeah.
But again, just to be clear, right now we don't want to show off the drug bag right now because
No.
I'll be honest, I don't want to
No.
either.
Like, at this point,
No.
we're basically at this point going along with this asshole until we find something we can go for the lead.
Yep.
And we'll just kind of quietly kind of nudge him in that direction if need be.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
over 16. Okay, good. Alright, so you guys are able to make your way down the street proper, stopping at streets as needed, and or stopping at streets. Fuck, stopping conveniently at the end of alleyways as needed as fights are breaking out all around you. It seems to be common folk against common folk. There are few people wearing not uniforms, clothing typical for dock workers. A few vagabonds seem to also be joining the fight for whatever reason. Merchants and artisans also seem to be fighting strangely. It just seems to be a madhouse of infighting here and there in the street. A few buildings have been broken into. Strangely, not much has been looted at all. It seems to mostly be focusing on fighting.
I have an idea. Is there anyone like on the floor unconscious around us?
Not immediately surrounding your group because you guys are giving a wide berth to a lot of the fighting to avoid being roped into it, but you can definitely track somebody down or see somebody within relative distance that has been knocked out.
I was
Can
thinking, can we check them for drugs? Maybe they are all drugged
Hey.
and
Yeah, I was thinking
Cool,
about that.
man. You gotta tell me if you're cool.
Yeah, just search a couple of the random unconscious bodies, see if they got fucking pouches on them full of questionable contents.
I searched
we
them
could-
for questionable gold.
Questionable. I've never done anything illegal.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! Every two
God
sleight of hand checks,
damn it.
natural 20s.
We don't.
Ow.
None of us are
Damn
even
it.
aware he's doing it.
nope.
Jesus, Stregobor, what the fuck, man? That's a
Nat 20s on the weirdest rolls.
God. It kills me because he doesn't even freaking have that shit expertise, and he's just rolling that.
Wow. Okay, yeah, so you filch 3 silver from the body that you guys are turning over.
And drugs?
That's garbage.
It's
What do you
pretty
expect?
average if you're talking about general populace in a dock ward.
When
I
it
hold
comes
up
to
the 3 gold. I mean, the 3 silver. I'm like, no, this bastard was very poor, and I just dropped the silver.
Jesus, just the disrespect.
Edgar gives you a strange look as you guys are surrounding this body and pulled it off, or this unconscious person, and have pulled him off to the side here.
Yeah, I go through his coin purse, look at it, drop the gold. I take off his boots and kind of shake them. I'm doing the full search.
We're simply investigating to see if there's anything on this person to indicate what is going on here.
I open their mouth.
Agreed.
Anything in there?
No, nothing in there. Those of you investigating this body for drugs on this person can give me investigation. Those of you wanting to see if he is on drugs can give me a medicine. Just somebody, a singular person, please, for either skill. Or both, yeah.
Okay. I suck at investigation, so I won't do it.
I mean,
I'm not.
medicine's sadly better than what my investigation is, so I just went with that.
Yeah, my medicine is better than my investigation as well.
Watcher, how about you? I have a +1.
You're actually an investigator. You're good at this, right?
Yeah,
I'm an
well,
investigator, but well, yeah, I'll roll investigation, I guess.
you don't have to.
There you go.
You don't find any pouches resembling the one you got off the vagabond earlier. You do see that he has a sort of milky substance coming out of a few of his pores, mainly the hands.
That's disgusting.
Is it chloroform? Is he an elf?
He is not an elf.
Is it opium?
It might
I mean,
be.
opiums come
How
from
much
poppy
do you do
flowers.
Opium.
Hey, maybe he's somebody's poppy.
I mean, I rolled a 14 on a medicine check, so was that get me?
Yeah, I was grabbing that next.
Okay.
So, milky substance on the hand from investigation. From medicine, you can, pull the, check his eyes without waking him, see that there seems to be a lot of activity, as though he's imagining something, and there seems to be lime green spots floating in his eyes.
If only I was playing my researcher, he'd be fascinated.
This poor man is tripping balls.
Is that really your diagnosis?
Given his rapid eye movement and the fact he is not conscious, which is usually the result of blunt force trauma, not actual REM sleep, no, this man is flat out fucking hallucinating something fierce. This man sees flying dragons where there are none, and he's chasing the white horse.
Strife knows what he's talking about, everyone. He's so high he thinks he's a robot.
I just turned my head completely 180 at you.
Edgar gestures to the body and says, well, should we wake him? Question the perp itself?
I do not believe we will get useful information out of him. He will be too distracted by what he sees that is not there.
Yeah, and also, I quote, he's tripping balls.
Correct.
That is correct.
If you lot don't mind terribly, I would appreciate at least trying it myself. If somebody could hold him down for me, knock him out if he gets he's too eager, too excited.
You just hear metal cracks of my knuckles.
By the way, just for background information, I guess, you would all probably know Watcher's style of investigating is to find incriminating evidence, listen in, and then mimic it to nail the perp. So essentially, we have completely opposite ways of going about things.
Yeah, Edgar's method seems to be investigating people itself. He gets work done when there's people involved, for whatever reason.
Okay, I prepare a fucking robot judo chop to knock this man out when we wake him up.
A Judy chop. Sorry. Just
A gyro chop?
So,
Gyro chop!
with the body being held down, Edgar leans over, slaps the man awake a bit. The man starts up slightly, easily held down from his feeble attempts by those participating. I think mostly just Strife, right?
Yeah.
I would probably find something to bar his mouth so that way he doesn't scream upon immediately awaking.
Oh, yeah, that makes good sense right there.
Stregapor takes a pull off his flask.
So Edgar leans into the man who seems to be having some sort of violent delusion. Seems to be trying to move his arms away from the robot companion as Edgar starts speaking to him casually for whatever reason, asking his name, where he comes from, if he has any thing he would like to put on the record.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Edgar takes out a small notepad, a flip notepad, begins scribbling some stuff down on it as he's looking the man up and down, shaking his head occasionally, and says, do you have anything that would think caused this? Man snarls in his face, not really getting an answer from him. He's going to do... He writes something else down, looks towards Strife and says, all good, knock him out.
I just fucking immediately take my head off and I just bash him in the face with it.
That's
That
one way
gives
to
new
do it.
meaning to headbutts, doesn't it?
So he checks his notepad one more time, flips it shut, slides it into a breast pocket, and says, well, how about we move on to the next gentleman, or try to find the cause?
I vote for the cause.
The cause.
Yeah,
Because
I think we all got a good idea of what the cause is at this point, especially finding this poor fucker.
yeah, totally.
And I quote, this man is tripping balls.
He's smoking poppy.
He's chasing the dragon.
Yes, he is. That's exactly what he's doing. I don't know what color that dragon is, but hey.
It's white.
It's psychedelic.
It's white.
Multicolor. Anyway.
And the
Puff
best
the magic dragon.
part is, no one will believe him when he says a metal man smashed him in the face with his head after removing it.
That's
I find that strangely appealing.
As you guys are continuing onwards, moving deeper into the street, noticing that the center of this alley seems to be where the first fight erupted, based on the number of unconscious people around here and just general havoc raining down. Edgar flips out his notepad again and scribbles a few more things around and says, have you lot heard of the Lady of Plagues?
No.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's a reason to hide it anymore.
Yeah, I was say I just immediately turned my head at you. It's like, are you fucking serious, mate?
What?
No! Who is this Lady of Plague?
Yeah.
I don't. Who? No!
He
I
already
love-
has an inkling, so Watcher is just gonna like spill the details of their investigation.
I love the fact. I fucking love the fact Stregobor crit rolls on fucking the two things he's most infamous for as a rogue: deception and sleight of hand. Makes on sleight of hand every time. The moment deception comes up, fucks it completely.
I actually put a proficiency tick in the deception, even though I have -2 in it, so it's just a normal roll.
That's so sad.
So Edgar begins to laugh heartily as Stregobor stumbles over saying no before slapping Stregobor's back.
But before I do it, I'm drinking out my hip flask and I do a spit take. And then I'm like, no,
Perfect.
9, yes.
Perfect.
Yet!
Yeah, but at seeing Stragabor's antics, just pinching my brow just before relenting and mimicking the process of our investigation, while leaving out the Stragobor drugging a druggie.
You don't say.
Yeah, just nothing big.
Can't drug the druggie.
I'm pretty sure you can.
You kind of did.
We all saw it.
You see Edgar mark down a few other things in the notepad before he does a pointed glance towards Watcher and says, strange, I thought we agreed to share information near the beginning of this.
We were unaware if this was pertinent information to share.
Right.
Perception check.
I mean, to be fair, in Strife's head, that's not a lie because this was unrelated to him until we found this information that this guy was tripping balls. But again,
That's true.
that's Strife's head. It's a very strange place to be in.
Fair enough.
Right? Yeah. I'm a bit mislocated, but yeah.
Then the fucking guard asshole was saying it's something that Strife immediately associated with union debates.
Yep.
Nearing this center area, as I said before, with Edgar flipping his notebook closed again, taking another swig of the flask he keeps in his breast pocket, you guys come across the somewhat ruined shanty cart that has a few trinkets, a few pawnable items, and general think voodoo stuff laying or hanging from its bent roof. This seems to be, based on the symbol found right next to the door, the Lady of Plague's cart.
But she's nowhere around.
Not from what you can see.
Would any of us actually know her on sight, actually, now that I think about it? I don't think we would.
I don't believe so. But you do know that she's known to wear a strange headdress that's filled with fur and leaves.
And drugs.
Okay. Oh gosh, she's the scarecrow. Anyways, we're probably going to investigate the cart for any sign of where the supplier or at least where the drugs are made. But if we don't find that, we're probably immediately looking for her.
Dragavor would like to search the cart for like secret compartments or something. Can.
That's pertinent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, Dragonborn, could you restate that?
I'm searching the cart for like secret compartments anywhere that you might keep a cache of drugs.
Or a cache of
searching
cash.
In
Or
the cart or
cache.
on the cart?
In the cart.
Okay.
Like I'm looking for a secret compartment.
Right. So busting into this cart isn't much issue, as it seems to have been left unlocked, surprisingly. There is quite a few alchemy tables stationed, thin, mind you, but giving just a simple walkway to reach each one in. With your investigation, you're not turning up anything immediately secretive besides what has already been laid out on the table, which involve pouches with her symbol on them, much like you found before. A couple of burners, a couple of mortar and pestle still in the process of being used, and a couple of open flames, apparently cooking some sort of substance.
Huh.
So she cooked it on the fly? No, there's no way.
I mean, it's possible, but
It's possible, but extremely
unlikely.
improbable.
Yeah.
Especially for the amount that she's peddling.
Well, I guess the question is, like, how bad was the drug situation? Was this just like an occasional case cropped up, or was this like the entire dock ward's like every third person is high on this shit?
For this is a relatively new drug, known as rat pox. But
God damn it!
Of course.
Of course it is.
Sorry, yeah. The only reason it's brought to anybody's attention now, because there's obviously the standard drugs that are just you find that is not present within every street corner, but the city guard are aware happens in the dock ward, and they have trouble cutting down on that. This is just something that's opened up newly that seemed to be benign, but the City Watch were hoping to cut down on a new drug before it actually started making it to the market.
So we're catching Breaking Bad just as you get the bus. Okay.
Yeah, you're breaking even.
That's good.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
good. I get it. That's the greatest. Okay, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah,
Great.
actually, that's pretty good.
That's amazing. Okay.
It
Um,
works.
Do any of you know where she went after this? Is there any sign of where she ran or something?
I need.
Kept her alive.
I look at all the rogues and investigators we have in the party.
Well.
Anyone but me?
And we just look at you because you're a rogue too.
Yes, I am. You got me.
Edgar looks around the area, pointing at a few of the nearby stores that were obviously already busted into, and suggests that she could be hiding in any of these, or she could have left the area when the violence started.
Are there any business owners around here?
If they are and they're not affected, they are not on the street.
Okay.
Okay, how do we track her?
Yeah.
I have a suggestion, but it's probably expensive, and it's probably the reason why it's not more commonly done.
I'm
Expensive.
curious.
Scrying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we asked the wizard to do something. Oh, can't have that.
You have
It's,
a wizard patron.
It's just a matter of if they know the incantation for such spells.
Well,
Suggestion. And I hate it. We send the flying feline.
do I see any hawks in the air that can kill my cat?
Not in the immediate area. There are some that are swooping around here and there. The odd parrot, for whatever reason.
Son of a bitch.
But none of them are getting too close to the street level where you guys are at.
Okay, well, she has to be still here. The whole place is in quarantine. She can leave.
The whole place?
Yeah, the whole block.
Sewers.
The sewers.
Is there a nearby
yes,
manhole
we have-
cover? Is there a
Yeah.
nearby manhole cover by the cart?
No, but there is one under it.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! Is it slightly open by any chance? Like someone closed it really fast?
No, it's not that much of a giveaway. Yeah, so you guys have a cart full of an unknown substance still being prepped, a round of unconscious people around you, fights going on down the street, and a sewer hole cover underneath the ruined cart.
I guess the question
Yeah,
is,
just
does it look like someone could have squeezed under the cart, opened the manhole cover, and got into it? Is there like
By the
enough
way,
space?
Convenient escape route right under the drug lab.
No, I'm aware. Like this is my immediate go-to, depending on how this goes. Like,
It is the area between the cart and the manhole cover is large enough that a slim person can try.
Strife slim or
Like Shadow Slim.
Like elf slim.
Elf.
Of course it's an elf.
This is obviously elf job. Go in
Actually,
sewer
no.
now.
Okay, we're going to the sewers. Motherfucker.
Out of curiosity, what the report on the feral children? Okay, so feral or drugged up?
yeah, because
No, no. Report
Yes.
said
Little
you're-
black-eyed children.
about
Oh, that's worse.
They're demons. They're demons, I tell you.
Okay.
Sorry, let me add black-eyed to that.
Or
Let's
they're
move the car.
or just to make things worse, they're possessed by intellect of ours.
They've been dominated by demons from hell. You have to get Sam and Dean.
What else is new?
A little partial inspiration from that. I appreciate somebody knowing that.
Thank you. I'm a huge supernatural fan, so yeah.
I'm gonna start mentally preparing to go to the sewers again. No,
I-
this
Yeah,
again.
I
I'm-
feel like we're all just staring down at this.
I'm
Strife,
waving.
Let's make a deal. Wait, let's make a deal. You don't say any facts about the sewers, and I don't make my cat stare at you at nights for a week.
No promises.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I know how to look down sewer. Can I just drop Strife's head down the?
You motherfucker!
By the way, it's
Try
probably
for
dark
you
out
to
now,
happen.
so
You know what? I'm gonna say because it's a spur of the moment thing. So I was like, just getting ready to try to figure out how to move the cart. Yeah, he plucks my head off with his bullshit pass sleight of hand rolls. He just rolls it down into the manhole.
What do you see down there?
Roll me a perception, Strife, if you don't mind terribly, from your quick fall into darkness.
Can I also add something to that?
Yes.
I fire a phosphorus arrow down there. Not that it helps, apparently.
I'm gonna use my inspiration and I'm gonna have advantage on that because that as good as 7 is, I have to try to do better at that. Much better. Okay.
Way better.
Yes.
Give me 1 sec as I grab something.
You see a bunch of rats around your head, about to stab the shit out of you.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at this point. And that would be kind of fun to play with, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you just hear screaming down the manhole cover. My body starts freaking the fuck out, randomly swinging on instinct.
You shoot laser beams from your eyes.
No, but in the future, if Strife lives through all this BS, he is gonna have a hand mortar literally built into his hand.
Hey.
So long as you don't have a self-destruct sequence, I think everyone will be fine.
No promises.
Oh god. How much black powder does it take to blow up plate mail on the inside, I wonder?
Depends on how much space I can make in there. I mean...
Okay, there we go. You see this. Painted on the wall in yellow.
Motherfucker.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
There's a symbol down here. It's not good.
Obviously,
Anything
though.
else?
No. It's dark as shit. I don't have fucking vision.
You
you
do have a
have-
phosphorus arrow down there, by
Just
the way.
turn on headlight.
The
Shit.
phosphorus arrow.
My
gives
body
30
immediately draws his rapier, just starts swinging where I think Strigobor is. But of course, my head's not attached, so I don't know where he is. I'm gonna say you have advantage on that because I literally can't see you. Just roll again. There you go. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, there's some light down there because a gel-like substance has been struck along the walls, leaving a dimly lit area around.
But other than the symbol, it's just a sewer tunnel. I don't see anything else.
Oh, yeah, your head landed in a specific way, and it's kind of hard to turn your head once it's landed.
Well, obviously.
You're actually staring at the symbol while your head is sideways, but thankfully the symbol is the same way no matter what. You can tell that there's, obviously the sewer goes to the left, to the right, either way. It seems to be just a connecting single tunnel.
I see a goddamn wall because someone threw my fucking head down a sewer pipe.
I'll probably just climb down and move. Do I want to move the head around or do I want to toss it back up?
Please send my body. It's lonely down here.
Up it is then.
Okay, let's say we retrieve the head and head down the sewers.
Hold on. 1 second. Wait.
The second I get my head back on, I just immediately turn to Strigobor and I slap him.
Okay, I do manage to throw it up there.
Wouldn't that be his strength? Anyway.
Well, I mean, it is a improvised ranged weapon attack, technically.
Either way, the head gets up there.
Is it sad that at this point, when I get to this point, I kind of want to make my head a grenade? It's just for the sheer last possible ditch effort. I throw my head.
We can work this out later.
We'll get to that when I get to the hand mortar part.
It turns out that I get the last laugh. Ha. Ha.
Literally, that's just the sound my head makes. I throw it at people and I die.
So now that I'm down here, and now that there's some...
I understand. You are angry, but no reason to lose your head over it.
You're saying, watch it.
I fucking
Sorry,
hate
I just had
you.
to bang my head against something hard. Right
Yeah.
Welcome to Strife's world.
Oh gosh, and talents.
Yeah, and talents.
Anyways, now that I'm down here, can I see if there are any tracks or anything?
Roll me a survival.
Survival, because I'm so great at survival checks.
Well, you're having help.
Usually used for tracking.
I'm about to say you also have help, dude. Because we're all gonna be down there. We're all gonna be down there helping you. I mean, we're not.
I guess we're all heading down. So.
Well, Watcher went down first, grabbed the head, threw it up, and then took a look around the area, and then you guys will jump down with him as well.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
So with an 11 on, Yeah, with an 11 on survival, you can't see any evidence that somebody's passed by this way recently. The only thing really of note within this tunnel is the fact that the symbol that you saw before, the Xanathar symbol, has been painted on the wall. Not recently, obviously, but obviously somebody came around this way that was affiliated with that organization.
What?
Well, if I don't see anything and you're all coming down, that might give you an opportunity to see something that I don't.
Yeah.
So the cart's pushed aside and everybody can make their way down if they'd like. Edgar says that he's actually going to stay up here and try to talk some reason into some people.
You do that. Best of luck. Wink.
One second. One second. God damn it, my rolls today are terrible.
You would be the only one to incite it too. Oh!
Wow. He's not doing so well. Watcher, you can tell that he's probably intending just to interrogate a bunch of people with his peculiar way to know what, or to estimate what's really going on with a person whenever he looks at them.
Of course he does.
Yep.
And I just mimic back up. I don't know if I can add a derogatory tone, and I very much doubt it, but I would like to add a derogatory tone to, these are my bodyguards.
If you would prefer, I could attempt to leave my body up there. It would not do you much good.
If you're offering this to Edgar, sorry.
He's. I know it's strange because it's striped, but that was actually sarcasm. He's just going down there and ignoring whatever he says back to him.
Okay. Yeah, Edgar waves you guys by as he moves on, or moves over to one of the unconscious people.
Either way, he's got his mission, so he's pretty much already got what he came for, so he can probably get paid for that.
So, survival check from whoever has the highest, and we're all trying to help you find footprints in the mud, the shit, and rat feces, and the crap left over by the 2-foot-long gators to 5-meter gators.
And the bodies of the squirming demon children writhing on top of one another. Wait,
All
did
with
I
black
say
eyes.
Yeah, you see me going up the stairs or something? Yeah, I'm out.
Pull him down.
Nope, I'm out. Wait, nope. I don't
Got
think
by your collar.
So, Hylock, do I get another chance at a survival, you said?
Sure.
Or no? Okay. Is that advantage or no?
If other people are assisting you now, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely are.
assisting.
They are.
There we go.
You're trying to get away.
I'm literally just holding onto your fucking robe and as I fucking help.
Like you're kicking your legs in the air, like, let me go, let me go, let me go.
Yeah, basically.
No.
20 in survival, despite what's going on in the background to distract you. You can tell that no large person has passed through here recently, actually. Somebody light, somebody small, either a gnome, a halfling, a goblin, or kobold maybe, has passed through here somewhat recently, and the only other living thing to have passed through here is rats. Lots and lots of rats.
Shocker.
Let me out. I want to live. Come on.
Small
come on,
footprints. Out of curiosity, do they start at the ladder and then move away, or?
Yes.
Okay, curious.
Sounds like we might be chasing a halfling or a dwarf at this point, maybe even a gnome.
Told you it was gnome.
Out of curiosity, was the
size?
size of that cart? Was the size of that cart made for a gnome or something like that, or?
No, that was made for a medium-sized person, somebody human or elf-shaped or sized.
And there's only one set of footprints.
Yes. Well, there seems to be some muddied marks of somebody coming to the ladder, same size footprints, same footprints really, before coming back down the ladder and leaving.
Maybe they knew a bit of magic and can change their shape and size.
It is also possible the Xanathar Guild was using the cart as a place to peddle these drugs.
That is also possible. It wouldn't surprise me if they were behind it.
I mean, we literally just found their symbol in this sewer right below the manhole where the cart is.
Actually,
Exactly.
now that you mentioned mentioned connection between the Thieves Guild about between the cart and Xanathar, see, Watcher is immediately upon hearing that walking down and trailing the packs. You kidding me?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I figured that got your
Shadow's
attention.
right behind you.
I'm just dragging Rio along with us all through the shit.
No,
Yeah.
please.
Yep, pretty much.
You do not get a choice in this.
Oh, come on. We already know what happened. Let's go. We don't have to.
Oh, we do though.
We only have an idea of what may have happened. We do not have real evidence.
We have the cart.
I will literally start actually dragging you through these rat feces unless you start walking.
Huh.
Okay, I walk.
Yeah.
Good boy.
I only have. So here's another thing. I only have 3 phosphorus arrows, so I can't exactly keep light off of us.
We have torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going through a dungeon a sewer owned by a notorious thieves guild. What's the worst that could happen? Just putting a light on us, right?
Or you could just walk behind the people that can actually see.
Well, I can see in the dark, so.
Yeah, I think Stripes is really only one that doesn't have dark vision out of the lot of us. Or at least a version of
Watcher
it.
doesn't either. I
Yeah.
have dim light vision.
Yeah, but that's better than nothing.
So what's the marching order then?
I
Watcher
will
at the
be
back.
not in the back, right there in the middle.
Striker Boy would be up first. Strife would be behind him, I believe, and Rio's behind Strife. Watcher and Shadow
I'd
taking up
be-
the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. So green slime should drop after Strife, and
No,
Wait,
no,
what?
no, no, no.
What?
See, I'm okay with green so long as it's not any of the other ones, like Ocker Jelly.
Dude, I'd be
If it's that
scared.
thing, we're screwed.
I'd be frightened if a black slime or something attacked us, dude. I'd be so fucked.
Okay, no.
Like, I would almost... No, you know what? No, I would take black slime over rust monsters. Like, rust...
You kidding me? Black pudding, you run immediately.
Oh,
yeah.
My first character died of a black pudding. My first character death was a black pudding. Fuck black puddings.
My paladin got seriously fucked up by a rust monster. It was bad. Nothing like walking into a fucking basement and then everyone staring curiously as you walk out butt-ass naked with a fucking broom handle you had to improvise for a weapon.
How would that work for a Warforged? You just completely disintegrate and die then, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm scared. I have no idea how that would work.
Let's keep his central processing unit, and I can probably build him a new body.
That'd be awkward.
That would be strange.
I gotta say, you're a tinker, not a blacksmith. Making an armor is not the same as adjusting it.
Oh god, you have to work
I
with
mean-
Striker Board. Next thing you know, I'm 4 foot tall and you're trying to make me wings that don't work.
Like I said, I'm dead in the middle, not two in the front, not in the back, like in the safest place to march that I can find.
oh, okay. So you guys are walking along, following the footprints as best you can, because honestly, the sewers are starting to get confusing with how they lap over on each other, and
Oh.
not to mention the liquid sloshing around and ruining the tracks as you come across them.
Right,
Occasionally here and there.
That reminds me, since I'm technically following the tracks, doesn't that mean I have to be up front now?
Yes.
Potentially,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I'll be up front. Shoot, I really don't have an option. I'm just going to break out... I was going to use a phosphorus arrow as just a glow stick, but I have a candle here, so I'll just light the candle. That's dim light already as it is, so I'll just
Wait,
be
hold,
walking up
wait,
with a
hold
dim
up.
candle.
You are fucking rogues. None of you have hooded lanterns?
Oh yeah.
Dark
I have a
vision.
hooded lantern, but
Yeah.
And I've got my hooded lantern, but I can also see in the dark because
There you go.
Yeah, I can see in the dark because I'm awesome.
You're a half elf.
Exactly. And I'm an elf.
Oh,
Yes, we know.
I keep forgetting my skulker because like a big thing about the hooded lantern is it makes dim light if you shield it. But,
Exactly.
Like I'm not used to low light vision, so yeah, I'll
Right.
just shield lantern. Low
You either
light vision.
you either
Awesome.
see in the dark or you don't. Usually.
That's about it.
Kind of wish low light vision was more and dark vision was less, just so that way you could actually use it. But anyways,
Right.
Anyways, so you guys are following the path as best you can with Watcher leading, obviously. And as you're rounding corner after corner, getting further and further away from your original entrance point, your hearts begin to sink slightly as areas around here start to look somewhat familiar. As much as a sewer can look familiar. And it's not until you round a corner and see something quite familiar that you notice that you might have been to this area before.
It's a fucking
Wait,
gazer.
does it have...
It's a fucking gazer. It's the gazer again.
We don't have the fucking bald guy to pass the gazer again.
That said, we had passed by him before, twice now. So hope maybe he could just recognize us at this point.
Wanna bet?
it's a gazer though.
I know, I'm just saying, like, that's an option, because, again, we were being led in here twice and away from, led by someone that he associated with the Xanathar Guild.
Can I just say I don't like being back here?
I mean, if you
None
want,
of us do.
if you want, well, do we have any other options right now?
We really
Yeah, we can leave, like I've been saying.
Other than that,
So the party will continue, ignoring the cries of Riorland.
Mm.
like we always do. So I guess the question is, how we go about this? Do you want Strife or Strigabor to go forward and see what happens, or do you want to just attack the thing?
First, did Jackson say anything as he went in, or did he just walk up and into the door?
I don't believe he did. At most, I think he flashed the tattoos of... Yeah. I mean, I could look up the video to recall exactly, but off the top of my head, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I think he just
it's
walked
the
right past.
tattoos. Okay,
Again.
second option. Does any of us have anything to mark Strife with?
I have a disguise kit, and that's about it.
That can work.
That could work, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could just friggin', just put the fucking Xanathar emblem on my shoulder pad or something.
Yeah, seen it. We know what it looks like. Should be fairly simple to copy it. I've got Watcher here to help make sure it's right.
Dead on, because
so-
forgery.
Yeah, forgery. So between my disguise kit and his forgery ability, we can easily make that symbol on your...
And we can easily do up everyone else with a fake tattoo.
There you go.
But my face.
It'll come off. Don't be such a pussy.
Exactly.
For him, they use the permanent marker.
Yes.
Yes. Specifically for real, we use the permanent shit.
That's okay. That's okay. Bully the healer. You will be fine.
Bully the healer.
You'll be fine. I know.
Hey, I
Yeah,
get bullied all the
prestidigitation.
time.
Yeah, Broly, but it's Stragabor. He bullies
Everyone.
constantly.
Yeah, he bullies everybody. He's Strigabor.
Okay, let's try this.
He's a racist
Let's try
bastard.
and
Yeah.
Appear like fucking fifth guild.
Whoa, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Actually, dude, you're fine on your own, because prestidigitation does make glyphs. And essentially, the Xanathar thimble is just a glyph.
Does
Oh
it?
yeah, I can do them.
That is true.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, Rio just
Glowing
hear-
symbol of Xanathars on your forehead.
Rio just freaking, hears us all talking about permanent marker on his face. He's like, yeah, no, fuck you, bitches. Snaps his fingers. He's just got it now.
I can do 3 of them.
Oh.
So I'll guess I'll do the humans, quote unquote. humanoids.
Okay.
People with skin.
So, yourself, Strigobor, and Shadow.
Yep.
All right.
I'll say, do we remember how the tattooed guy looked? How the tattoos looked? Were there
Oh.
a symbol in anywhere on him?
The well,
Jackson,
yeah.
eye tattoos.
The left forearm, I think it was the main place to put the tattoo.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll do it in the left forearm of all three of us.
Is it weird that this is going to be the third time we've gotten past this gazer through sheer bullshit?
He's a worst bouncer.
He's gonna be fired here soon.
At this
Yeah.
point,
His
yeah.
last day before retirement. He just has to get through this day before he finally gets to retire.
Sadly-
If he doesn't fuck it up, he won't be killed.
Sadly, because of us, he's gotten 2 out of his 3 strikes to be.
We'll see. We don't have the chain link anymore. We can fuck up. We probably will. Who wants to go first?
Strife will probably go first.
Are you sure? Are you good at? I wanna say performance, persuasion.
I have to roll performance just to.
Gun.
I have to roll my freaking. I have to roll something just to raise my fucking decorated forearm.
You don't have to roll anything for that, but you do have to roll something to make sure you don't give away the game as you're moving past him.
We all have to
which
roll
I would-
only a first person.
The first person is going to be the one to lead this roll, so they would get advantage, and they just have to make sure they don't fuck up.
I'll try if you'll let me. I'll guess this is charisma based, so I'm supposed to be good at those.
You
Yep,
are you
deception.
not?
I'm
Supposed to
proficient in
be.
deception.
This fucking gazer.
Okay, I'll follow me, and I awkwardly walk to the gazer with my
Awkward.
forearm, raising my forearm, like showing the tattoo.
Right.
And I hope everyone is following me. Wouldn't it be funny
Yes.
to look behind and no one's there?
They just ran.
We use you as bait.
Okay, so the gazer's looking at you. Roll me your deception.
You said advantage, right?
Yes.
Because we worked hard on this plan. Oh,
20.
thank you, God.
20. That's a lot better than 10.
Quite double.
Right. The gazer's eyes sluggishly look over the tattoo, looking at the ones beyond you, before returning to his duties and just patrolling this little waterway.
Man, you're gonna get fired. Let's go.
There's the third strike.
And we all
Stan's gonna have to live without him now.
Heal.
And of course,
Whole
here
set tail of the gazer.
we are back in this exact same goddamn sewer.
Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind me reusing.
Nah, it's good.
material, but-
It's good.
No. Well, depends. If we find a tentacle monster, I will mind.
No promises.
Let's...
Yeah, we should probably all roll.
Yeah,
this
we
stuff,
should.
Slash. There it is. Now,
There we go.
Alrighty.
Wow.
when I'm not trying to show off in front of Edgar, I'm fine.
There it is.
Yeah.
Rivalry.
Watch
Exactly.
Strigobor.
I'm way too scared to be found, sorry.
Let's watch Strigobor roll a nat 1 now.
Yes, please. That would be awesome. No, I'm kidding.
Stragobor is excellent rogue.
Stragobor is mediocre rogue.
Why are we down in sewers again?
That's what I've been saying.
We're
But anyway.
killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
I just look back at you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's offensive.
Don't you remember what happened last time?
That's offensive.
Don't you guys remember what happened last time? And I put my hand on my face, mimicking tentacle.
I recall a walking brain attempting to invade my mind, only to be very disappointed.
Did he just call himself stupid? I'm not sure.
No, he called himself really smart.
No, I simply
Okay.
said I have no brain. I am Warforged. I will fucking bitch slap you with my head.
No, thank you. My face is pretty fine like this.
Offensive
Let's go.
fuckers.
I'll be again there in the middle. Come on, move on.
Out of curiosity, if Strife's body is autonomous even without the head, does that mean like the head runs on Wi-Fi or something?
Dude, at this point in my head canon... Oh, fuck me, I said it.
Oh. Ooh, I like that icon.
Icon?
Your token.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think your
Yeah, I found
token's
it.
different than it was.
Yeah.
it is.
So
My health is still wrong.
I mean, I still see El Goblino
Oh,
over
God.
there.
We should kill this thing.
Getting a look-see around through the slits, as you know there to be slits in some of the areas here. There seems to be a flurry of activity happening here and there. Nobody's actually at the watch post, as they seem to be discussing something, moving from room to room. Something big-ish seems to be happening in this little hideaway nook.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well,
So
let's-
I'm probably gonna move up so that way I can listen to the words. Just like over here. I'm kind of curious about that one path that led to the were-rat as well.
Wouldn't it be funny if that path leads to that bar?
I would not be laughing. Actually,
I
yes,
wouldn't be. Yeah, of course, it would be hilarious.
Nah, you guys are too far south for that.
Is that an analogy for our lives and life expectancy in this game?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
The watcher listening in, you can hear Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
Shit.
No, I don't. But I can still keep an eye. I can still mimic it, and I can still take a listen and then mimic it to someone who does speak Goblin.
Oh, that's a great idea. I will start casting comprehend languages right now. So I'm gonna stand around here for 10 minutes if you don't mind. Keeping an eye.
For 10 minutes, something's going on down here.
Hey, you wanna know what's happening or we wanna kill the goblin?
I mean, I'm just saying right now, like, right at this moment, I say we give it like a minute of watcher listening in before we actually, then we dip in and do something. Because if they're speaking Goblin, we're not getting good intel immediately. We might as well save some of it for later. But right now, the shit's going down already.
Okay, let's
Out of
give it a minute
curiosity,
and
should
then
we move closer to like the door that enters the room, or is this good?
I'm already here. I'm already like at the door into this little nook hallway here. I'm watching goblins dip back and forth curiously.
Yeah, I try to make my maps semi-realistic, right?
should we I don't know.
Don't diss
ambush
my
them?
methods.
Is
What
this-
was that, Rio?
Should we ambush them? Like attack them? They're not sleeping.
I was fucking saying that the last time we were in this sewer, but no one wanted to do it. I am sad.
I thought you had no emotions.
I don't know what the fuck I have anymore. I'm empty inside.
Right.
It's alright.
I think we made the first robot with depression, by the way.
I finally found an emotion as just depression.
Uncle Owen, this R2 unit has a bad motivator.
I fucking hate you so much, but I love you.
Alright, so once I get the info, and if Rio tells me that he has comprehend languages, I'll just mimic it back to him.
I mean,
If we have time, we can do that. But
I'm about to say, do we want to try to wait the full 10 minutes and potentially see what happens in 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm just gonna listen in, and then we can translate it later, I guess.
So,
Okay.
I'm going to teach you a very valuable lesson that I oddly enough learned from Rainbow Six Siege. Arrow
Are
slits.
you about?
No. Listen. Arrow slits, much like murder holes, have no allegiance.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, I'm obviously not saying anything here. Like, I'm well aware of that. But, I'll wait. What do you mean arrow slits in addition to murder holes? They're the exact same thing. Murder slits are the same.
Basically.
Welcome back, Shadow.
Thanks.
Ready
Also,
for
I'm
being
very
double?
sorry, Stragabor.
Why? What did you do?
He's
I
hanging.
never said welcome back to him.
Oh.
Because he's racist.
Oh.
Damn.
The shade.
So as you guys are around this area getting a bit of intel, Watcher, you notice the movement spike up a bit as the third goblin meets up with them, exchanges something, and they begin heading towards the doorway down below that you know to be down below.
Kill them?
Down,
I'm about to say,
down below.
I'm wondering how fast I can quietly murder a goblin.
Yeah, the doorway that Strife is currently standing at, and
Hi, how
you
you
can-
doing? I'm sticks. I can't do it. I don't know how.
Kill them!
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I if it looks like I'm about to be discovered, I probably immediately just jump out and pounce these assholes.
Right. You would get surprise. I don't want to do initiative quite yet, actually. Let's do one round of surprise as you get an attack off on this goblin, and let's see what exactly happens, whether they manage to get some sort of alert going or not.
Bitchin'.
Which, there's like 3, so I imagine one's going to be able to get something.
We'll find out. So,
Yeah.
just hop right in front of this asshole. Friggin' pull Le Rapier and Le Dagger and Shaky Shank. Oh wait, this is with advantage because it's surprise, isn't it?
I believe so.
I'm gonna be disappointed if all I listened in for was for them discussing what's on the menu for dinner.
Well,
Could be
apparently
worse.
it's a
Could be much
rapier.
worse.
It's a rapier currently. All right. That's sad. That's a 1.
Wow. That's really sad.
That's low.
Yeah.
That's 4 damage. You got anything else on your turn?
Yeah.
For this little surprise?
Yeah, I have an action surge. Fuck this goblin.
It's
24.
obviously.
That's
That's
better.
better.
That kills one. What about the other 2?
Then I hop forward, stepping over the goblin as a Terminator literally just stomps over their buddy, crushing its skull in. And I'm going to stab the other one with a dagger. Fucking A, I'm so happy for advantage right now. I don't know what I was expecting. It's a dagger. But still, I stabbed it.
Yeah, solid damage. Still alive though.
And yeah, that's all I got currently. That's my turn.
Okay, what's next?
Wow, you went real robotic there for a second.
Yeah, my freaking connection's going to shit.
Yeah.
My
connection.
Discord's my Discord's doing the same thing. It's been doing it the entire game.
Yeah, that's weird. I just heard you go robotic as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out eventually. But,
It's green now, so I think I'm good.
yeah. Okay, so one goblin down, another one injured, and one at full health. The rest of you hear this sudden attack burst as Strife goes through the door, kills one, stabs another, giving you a good heads up that combat's about to start. And it is also 10:50 at night. I think now would be probably a good time to wrap it up, and we'll start the next session with combat.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
It's been interesting. We learned a bit about Watcher's internal rivalry. We learned a bit about how Stragobor really isn't interested in drugs. We learned what Strife's future
How
goals
am I
are.
interested?
We learned that Stagor bullies everybody, not just
I mean, first of all, I mean, who isn't interested in drugs? Come on.
I'm not.
He's an honorable dwarf.
Wink.
I'm only
Put that shit
interested
on my
in
butt.
drugs for the investigative purpose of the mission.
I mean,
For
it's a
what
social
myself is
thing.
the truth.
I don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
I am
Well,
Warforged.
Elves
Warforged.
define drugs differently than other people.
I am Warforged. I can neither consume nor inhale nor acquire drugs into my system for any hallucinatory effects. This makes me sad.
What if we turn it into a fluid that runs through your system?
Like
I
the
think-
oil.
Yeah.
Wait, then wouldn't that just perpetually make me tripping balls all the time?
No,
Yeah.
because it would. Maybe it might wear off. It'd just be like a slight injection into you.
Don't
Holy
worry,
shit, did you
eventually I'll
guys
get
know
some
I could
delicious
remove
spell.
my head?
Don't worry, man. Eventually we'll get an illusion spell and make you trip balls.
I can see inside myself, and it is fucking scary. I say as I literally am holding my head up and staring at my own neck hole.
I can't tell if he's
Scintillating
on...
colors works just as well.
Oh gosh, get the spell color spray and just make Strife psychedelic.
Yeah, there you go.
Dear sweet God.
Well, I hope you guys had a little fun tonight. I've
Oh,
been
always.
trying to bring the city a little bit more to life by involving characters involved in the background, like rivalry between Watcher and Edgar, and Strife's companion Maul, and hopefully others.
Oh yeah.
The
You
awkward.
better have a double-bladed weapon.
Till next week, folks.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
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 Till next week.
Yeah,
God.
about it.
Catch you guys later.
Laters.
Catch y'all later. Oh my god, that was great. Well, as everyone said, that's it for this one, folks, and I hope you all enjoyed. Hey, you know what? If you did enjoy, a great way of showing that support is by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, whether it's the live version that I might keep because YouTube finally fixed that problem, or the one I upload that I've actually recorded because I don't trust streaming on YouTube. Either way, I'm happy. And leave a comment just BSing with your fellow nerds. Either way works. That all said, once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for being so supportive. Till next time, kids. Take care now. Bye-bye then. And we'll see you all next week. Or, if you're just really into this stuff, hopefully we'll see you all Wednesday for Avarice of the Halfcast. See you then.